What is up, San Antonio Spurs fans, Denver Nuggets fans? Welcome to TSR Sports. We're doing the live play-by-play for tonight's game, a reaction scoreboard, whatever you want to call it. 2 games left in the season. Tonight's game, and then Sunday afternoon, odd time, 3 p.m. Eastern or 3:30 p.m. Eastern versus Detroit Pistons, and what might be the toilet bowl of all games with both teams trotting out their G League teams. Maybe Wemby will play. I hope so because, it'll be tough watching. It's tough watching the Spurs without Wemby, as we saw the other night against OKC. But hopefully you're having a wonderful weekend. It is Friday night, TJF. I'm glad to be here. I wasn't sure I was going to make it. I've been having a hip, back, leg, all sorts of messed up issues. It's finally starting to feel better. Not great, but, injuries are going to come when you're working out multiple times a day, and I'm also old. So there's that. But thank you for tuning in. And Isabel, Sunday's game's early. That'll be 8:30 your time, so it won't keep you up that late, unlike now where it's extremely late where you are. Good evening, Spur of the moment. Mark the Gamer. Wemby's supposed to play tonight. Malachi Branham is out tonight and out Sunday. We are really going to miss his elite defense. It is what it is. We'll have to make do without him, but that might mean, I don't know the Spurs starting lineup. With Malachi Branham out, could we see Sidy Cissoko in the starting lineup? Been looking pretty decent the last 2 games. Yeah, he's got some things he's got to work on, but I mean, from where he was at the start of the season, being extremely shy to shoot and not taking shots to where at least he is now, he's certainly progressing. And last time the Spurs played the Nuggets, Wemby had almost a quadruple double, 23, 15, 9, and 8. I believe the stat they just put up, so hopefully he knew that again tonight. It is almost NBA playoffs, Jacob. Although if I'm being honest, I can't get too excited about it because, well, my team's not in it. Our team's not in it. Wemby's playing tonight. Veronica, good evening to you. Baby Coyote, power to you. Boop. Lala go, Spurs go. Sohan, Vassell, Johnson, Branham, Osman, Barlow, Forrest Bassey are out. So how about the playoff scenario? The Nuggets come in 1 game ahead of Minnesota and OKC with 2 games remaining. So Denver wants to win this game, and they're pretty much at full strength. Murray, KCP, Porter Jr., Gordon, Jokic, all set to play. Their backups are all good to go. This will be an extremely hard game for the Spurs to win. Probably not likely, but stranger things have happened when we have Mr. Fourth Quarter on the court. Good evening, Rhonda. What's going on? Steven has the Spurs winning by 3. Garrett, I'd be fine with overtime. Don't necessarily want double overtime. I'm getting up early tomorrow, but single overtime would be okay. Wemby is playing. Wemby is in. I think he's going to play today and Sunday against the Pistons. I think he's good to go the rest of the year. By the way, if you haven't done so, you know the deal. If you could hit the thumbs up, it does help the channel. Fast, free, fun, nutritious, and delicious, and it looks like this. Show them, Pop. Go, Spurs, go! Go, Spurs, go! Do not fear. Wemby is here. You can get a Go, Spurs, go. By the way, I talked to Miss TSR Sports this week. We've been talking almost every day. Well, we have been talking every day while she's been out in Portugal. And I mentioned to her that the NBA draft is at the end of June. That might be her on-camera debut on TSR Sports. And it would just make sense because I'm going to be all hyped up, rooting for a good pick for the Spurs, of course. Many of you know she's a huge UConn fan, and Stephen Castle and Donovan Clingan are expected to go in the top 10 for many mock drafts. So she's going to be very excited to see them get drafted high. I don't think she's going to be crazy happy if one of her UConn guys goes to the Wizards or Pistons because those organizations have been a mess. But happy everywhere else, I would imagine. Good Biscuit Buddy, good evening. Rich with BOS resigning Drew Holiday. Boston re-signing Drew Holiday. There are reports they might not be able to afford to keep Derek White. Thoughts? Derek White is under contract until next year, as far as I know, which means he'd be a free agent at 31. Gotta see what they do in the draft. By the way, if you haven't heard, I haven't done a video on it because I just haven't felt up to it. 2 updates on their channel. There's reports that the Spurs are not going to do anything in the offseason. Of course, that could be totally just mean nothing. And I did finish the music video for Slaughter to Prevail. And I went to upload it today and it got copyrighted. I had told you guys it's a UFC fight song. It was going to have UFC clips on it. And immediately got hit with one of the Chuck Liddell clips. And I might go back to the drawing board. While I don't mind copyright claims on highlight videos or reaction videos, it's not my original content anyway. I'm reacting to it. Don't care. But with the music video, that is my music that I wrote, produced, practiced. Yeah, we talk about practice, and to have that get hit with a copyright, I just can't do it. So back to the drawing board, probably. Isabel, she's actually watching right now. She just woke up like 10 minutes ago, and if you haven't fallen asleep yet, Isabel says that they miss you. Wemby for defensive. Yes, Rico, I think you should get DPOY. Caps lock, good evening to you. My dream scenario in the draft, we either draft Versace or Topic with their own pick. If Toronto pick conveys, Steven Castle with that pick or Matisse Buzelis. I don't know if I'm saying his name right. That Toronto pick is going to have to drop. I believe they're the 6th worst team in the NBA, and that lottery pick is top 6 protected. So we're going to need somebody to leapfrog Toronto, but not leapfrog us. That's a thing where it gets a little worrisome. Is you want somebody to leapfrog Toronto and push them to 7th if you want that pick this year, but you don't want them to leapfrog the Spurs. As it stands right now, I believe we're tied for the the third pick, so it might be a coin flip. I don't know what the tiebreaker is going to be between us and I think Charlotte are the tied for the 3rd worst team in the NBA. It's not a great draft from what I'm reading, but who the heck knows? We could draft somebody that becomes an absolute bust, or we could draft an all-star for the next decade plus. Charles, goes first. Go to you. Matas Buzelis. Yep, I'm sure I'll never mess that up again. Good evening, Hurricane Megan. Everybody's argument for Rudy over Wemby is team defense. Then why did Timmy never get defensive player than when we had years of best defense? That's fair, best good buddy. I do see people mentioning the team defense rating, and it's not a team award. I think that needs to be really... need to focus on that. Not a team award. In Minnesota, I believe, has other defenders on their team that are quite good, whereas we have Wemby. By the way, it is Jamal Murray, KCP, Michael Porter Jr., Aaron Gordon, and Nikola Jokic in the starting lineup. And thank you for that, Veronica. Draft Bronny, caps lock, only in the 2nd round. I would not use a 1st round pick on him. Absolutely not. Puerto Rico raining all week, and the next week is going to rain too. Let's first go. It was so windy this morning here in Connecticut, it tore one of my trees out in my front yard. It busted my tree. I was not happy to wake up and see a huge branch laying on the ground. Tree's looking pretty bare now because it's like it has three main parts. It's not a huge tree, it's a small tree, but it lost one of its limbs. If Wemby doesn't win Defensive Player of the Year, it should go to Beaumont. Yes, Catholic, I'm very excited about UF 300. I don't know what time I'm going to Hooters with my buddy Jeff for that one. Normally go at 9:45. I have a feeling we're going to go a little early tomorrow because that card is stacked. Doesn't have a huge fight on it like a Conor McGregor versus Khabib Nurmagomedov, and it doesn't have one of those type of fights, but it is a stacked card from top to bottom. Giants have a defense, but their offense is the New York Giants. Our offense is awful, absolutely awful. I'm hoping we don't get blown out with Wemby back. If Wemby wins Defensive Player this year, he might as well give it to the next 10 years. It's going to go from there. Rain washes all the bad away. There you go. Bobby February, good evening to you. I am doing good. We have 2 games left of the Spurs season. Just 2. Tonight and Sunday. I don't know what I'm going to do with my free time. I mean, this is going to be a major life change. Because, I mean, you guys know I commit to our channel, and you guys commit as well. So this is a major life change, actually, for any Spurs fan. You're usually watching the team. Your game's about 2.5 hours, 7.5 to 10 hours a week. That's 3 to 4 nights a week where the Spurs are a big primary source of your entertainment. And now that's going to be gone. And I suppose I could work on the music stuff more, work out more when I'm not injured, and just work on other hobbies, probably Xbox a little more. But it's definitely going to be a change. 4-time Defensive Player of the Year is the record. Is that by one of the Wallaces, Victor Wembanyama? Andy Who, good evening to you. Is that Wallace? Is it Ben Wallace? Does Ben Wallace have 4? I'm trying to think who else might have multiple ones. Rudy has 3, correct? If Rudy Gobert wins again, he would tie the record at 4. That's a killer. Good evening to you. Kokashiba Ghost First, go to you. Yep, bad luck TSR's here at 24 Quiz TV. The last losing season for a little while. 3 beards. I agree. They'll make up for the next time we miss, but make it to the Spurs will make it to the playoffs next season, Garrett. At least the plan. Don Barlow rocking the cell jacket? What? Rudy would tie if he wins this year. Okay. I figured he would. Who doesn't look bad, Mr. Zane? The draft prospects? I don't think it's as bad as people are saying this draft sucks. It doesn't have a generational talent like Wemby on the top of it, but there are good players in there that we could certainly use. Rico Suave says, baseball season in here and then the NFL, and you can chant Giants suck. You can chant Giants suck. Today was not my day. Veronica, I'm sorry to hear that. And Kokoshiba, Wemby is in. Hurricane Megan, it's tough. Well, one, it's tough with the Yankees because I don't have the Yes Network, where a majority of their games are broadcast. I think Amazon Prime has a few games. I'm sure there might be a few locally on TV on Fox, which I get over the air. I have a hard time calling baseball in the summer because sitting on my couch for 2.5, the game's about 2.5 hours now. Just it's not. I can't do it. I have such a hard time. I like the Yankees. I do enjoy having games on, but the Yankees are kind of like the Giants. If I'm going to have a Yankees game on or a Giants game on, I'm going to be doing something else while watching it. I'm usually laser focused on the New York Giants when their offense has the ball and their defense has the ball. That's when I'll start editing a video, and I'll be watching, but I'll be a little more casually watching than just eyeballs locked on. There is no clear number one pick. I mean, I see Stephen Castle now being ranked as number one. Before it was Zachary Versace. Before that was Alexander Sarr. There really is no consensus number one pick like there was with Wemby, for example. Dikembe has 4. I did not know that. I did get the Ben Wallace one. Okay. We can get a starter. Not just a role player, but a starter. I can't see, like, if we were to get, let's say, Versace, is he not going to start over Julian Champagny? If they draft one of the top point guards or the top point guard, which at this point I'm not even sure who it is because the draft boards keep changing, is it not the plan going to be for that player to start? Did you see Wemby has more 7+ block games this year than Gobert has in his entire career? Yes, I did, Nether. I did see that. That is crazy. Jacob, I'm a Yankees fan. And last I checked, they were doing pretty darn good tonight. And Wemby is in, Jen Ryan. Wemby is in. This game has been in a game break for a long time. I have a feeling the game has started and the NBA pass is being weird. It just logged me out. It just logged me out. You gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me. They went to a game break or went to a commercial break and logged me out of the app. If you haven't heard me say it before, the NBA pass is crap. This game probably has started. And I'm sitting here like an idiot just chatting away. And now I got I'm trying not to show it. I am beyond angry right now. For what the NBA charges for their service, which it's not terrible these days, it's $100, but it is so damn glitchy and garbage compared to other apps that are 100% stable. Like I have YouTube. YouTube's a free service. That app, it's making me sign in again. What the? Are you guys having problems with the NBA app? What is this? So the game has started and I'm missing the game. You gotta be kidding me. All right, thank you for the score updates. Please keep me updated on the scores as this is BS. I am hating this app right now. I've logged... I'm sorry. I'm trying not to get frustrated, visibly frustrated. I'm trying to keep it in check. All right. I'm finally up and running. I've missed over 2 minutes of this game because of the NBA app is shit. And Wemby with a huge dunk. Well, I came back for that. I didn't actually see it, but I heard it.
Thunder dunk of justice.
I'm sorry. Sorry for the profanity, but this is just... I had a feeling that commercial break was really, really long, and next thing I know, I'm logged out of the app for no reason, just because. And we have a fast break, and Blake Wesley with the fast break flame. Wesley starting? Mamu, Champagny, Wemby, Jones, and Wesley. We're rocking the two guards. That's another Thunder dunk of justice. I'm so behind.
Of justice.
My apologies. Sorry for the curse. My clock isn't running either, so I'm even more behind. 9-6. Finally getting things set up. Yes, Thirsty, good evening to you. You figure it's the last 2 games of the year. And the second to last game, the NBA app it is what it is. Don, good evening to you. Zach, good evening. Sorry if I missed anybody. I was having some kind of glitches. I finally get to see that Wemby dunk in transition, and he throws it down hard with one hand. Spurs ball up by 1. Finally, we're going. Sometimes you got to vent, Hurricane Megan. And you don't expect to be logged out of an app you're actively watching. I was watching the pregame. It went to a commercial break, and the break seemed really long. So I backed out of the game, and when I went to watch it again, it just logged me out. The San Antonio Spurs are the favorites to acquire LeBron James if he decides to leave the Lakers. What? Don't quote anything from betting. Don't. We got 2 free throws for the Spurs. Bet online, bet us, any of that nonsense. Both sites are not welcome here. So that's 2 free throws for Mamo. He misses the second one, and it's 10-8. LeBron's not coming here. I can't see that happening. And an offensive foul on Jokic, apparently? All right. All right, we're up and running now. Fortunately, technical errors always... So one thing that's really hard about being a live stream on YouTube is if something goes down or the stream goes down, Wemby for 3, no good. Let's focus on the game. 10-8. Nuggets ball. That was a ugly-looking Eurostep by Michael Porter Jr. I thought he was going to break his ankle on that. Jokic with the ball. Under 8 minutes to go. Spurs up 10-8. Jokic backs up Wemby. Passes it out. Porter for 3. In and out. Burger. Jokic with the putback. All tied at 10. It would be really fun if LeBron was a Spur. It would be weird for me because I would have to root for LeBron. Trey Jones in the paint. Layup good. Mark, I agree. I'd like to see Wemby take a few less threes, like as in a lot less threes. Now Jokic would have baby slam dunk. Trey Jones over to Blake Wesley. Wesley takes off into the paint. Bounce pass to Champagny. Champagny reverse layup is he step out of bounds. They have it as 14. There it is, 12-12. 12 all. 2 games left, including this one for the Spurs and Nuggets. The Nuggets obviously have a lot more games left after this one because they have a playoff run. Murray for 3. Corner 3 is no good. And another whistle, and the whistles are coming out tonight. I predict the Giants will suck. I bet a grilled cheese. Carlos, I think the Celtics at the very least are going to the NBA Finals. I'm not going to say they're going to win, because anything can happen in the finals, but man, they're definitely the favorites in the Eastern Conference. If Atlanta moves them, one of them might consider their team and play. Oh, if they move DeJounte or Trae Young. Ma Telria, I think, we're stopping it. One out there trying to be Kuriyama, but Shaq instead with these threes. Wait, how many threes did Wemby take? Because I missed the first couple minutes. Wemby's 0 for 3 from beyond the arc. He's taken 3 threes. Well, I'm glad I didn't see that because I'd probably be getting upset. 0 for 3. 0 for 3. Yeah, that's. He takes a lot of threes. We've talked about this on the channel. There was a game he was like 3 of 11 from recently. He's 7'4". I get if the shots are falling and keep raining threes, but when they're not going in, back off and get in a rhythm in the paint. DeJounte Murray, Donald. They play 82 games. How many more you want? I don't want any more than 82. 82 is a good number to me. Can we please say LeBron to the Spurs and talk nonsense? Can we please say LeBron to the Spurs and talk nonsense about LeBron? Carlos, I'm not trying. I understood that. He could be taking more threes because of the ankle injury, but at that point, maybe pass the ball or try to find an open teammate. I don't know. I mean, this isn't just against Wemby. Any player that's just running up to the three-point line and chucking a three, especially on fast breaks, when you have a 2-on-1 or 3-on-1 fast break and the first instinct is to launch a 3, I guess if you're down by 20, that make sense. But if you're having trouble scoring, it might be better move to take the easy basket instead of the rush basket. It's fine with threes as long as he's open due to the play, but it's not. He's just pulling up like one. So he's just pulling. He's just firing at will. I swear, if the Spurs get Bronny, I'm going to break everything. I can't see any world where they draft Bronny. Can we stop to say LeBron is going to the Spurs to stop? I don't think he's coming, Carlos, but stranger things have happened. I bet Cleveland fans did not think he was going to leave the Heat first time, and he did. Congratulations, Seth. Welcome back, your normal duck. Thank you for stopping in. Thank you to everybody stopping in tonight. If you don't get done, you can... it's a heavyweight toe-to-toe slug plus at 12. Yes, it is all 12 all. Including me, Richard, the owner of a lonely heart. Apologies to yes. Baby Coyote Headband Grogu. Yep, he's here. And Bear the Melancholy, as he's also missing TSR. He's right here. Bear's on the couch. Carlos, stranger things have happened. You never know. How about Wade Boggs becoming a Yankee back in the day? Would you have ever thought that would happen? Boggs from the Red Sox to the Yankees? I wouldn't have. That would be one of those stranger things happening. Or Roger Clemens becoming a New York Yankee. Mama's going to take a three. And hit the three. Spurs back up by 1. Bear Cambia. Sure. Vinny, good evening to you. There he is. Hey, Bear, you're on camera. Hey, buddy. He doesn't care. That's a bucket from the Nuggets as I was looking at Bear. Spurs ball back the other way. Champagne out 3-point line. Gets over to Mamu. Mamu dropped it off to Wemby. Wemby will give a bounce pass to Mamu. Mamu with the layup, and it's good. Spurs back up by 1. All right, back and forth game. Wade Boggs, let's eat some chicken. Hurricane Megan, he is a chocolate lab chow chow. Murray pull up from the free throw line. No good. Wemby with the rebound. Under 6 minutes to go, and the Spurs clinging to a 1-point lead. The problem is when Wemby comes out. Oh, nice pound by Trey Jones to Mamu. Mamu misses a dunk, but he was fouled in transition. And I think we have 2 more free throws coming up. You have to learn to lose in the NBA before you can win in the NBA. Well, Spurs fans, we know how to lose. So we're ready to win. See, whenever Wemby just plays smart, it's looking fine. No need to pull up on wanted threes. Yeah, beautiful pass. Mamu's first free throw is good. Spurs up by 2. The problem is when Wemby comes out, the wheels fall off of this team. The offense, the defense, everything just goes. Mamu is so underrated. I like what we've been seeing out of him lately. City Sissoko's checking in. Carlos Gino with the $2 super chat says, I hope Vera feels better. Enjoy the stream. Go Spurs go. I didn't know she wasn't feeling well. Cowboy X Factor, good evening to you. And Mamu misses the second free throw. It is 18-16. I don't know who the Spurs are going to draft, Jason. Could they grab Klingon for Twin Tower defense? Is Edie better or Klingon better? I mean, Klingon's the part of the championship team. Zach Collins checked back, or has checked in. Oh, boy. Murray throws it up over Blake Wesley and hits the 3. Wow, tough shot. Yes, it has been 5 years of losing work. Indeed. Interesting, possibly going interesting lineups here for the rest of, well, all game and a half left. But I think Graham is playing, got his hair back down, and a turnover by Mamu in the paint. It is Nuggets ball up by 1, 5 minutes to go. And open for 3 from the corner. The shot is no good for Brown. Spurs ball, Mamu will grab. Mamu's been rebounding very well, I will say that. Blake with the ball, dishes it out to Mamu, around the world to Graham. Graham's not shy to fire the 3 off, and he will miss the 3. And Sissoko with the nice hustle to cause an offensive rebound for the Spurs. Zach Collins thinks about the 3, takes the 3, makes the 3. Zach, prove me wrong, man. Prove me wrong. Wemby wins 3 rings with Garland and 0 with Young. Interesting. Murray for 3. Jamal Murray is feeling it tonight, my friends. Jamal Murray's feeling it. Wemby update, 6 minutes, 4 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal, 2 for 5, and over 3 from the line. And Blake Wesley just tosses it right to the Google ad. Klingon and Eder are both old school bigs who will clog the paint. Maybe as a backup 5 to Wemby in the second round, but no way it'd work with both. Wemby and one of them yeah. Yeah, last live is on Sunday. So I will say this. A stream is behind 4 minutes? That much? Really? So the first quarter's over? Where you guys are watching? Can't be right. That's more than 4 minutes. That would include timeouts and fouls and Collins for another 3. Hey! Zach Collins. Oh, yours. Okay. Just you. Okay. I was going to address something earlier, and I got totally thrown off of that. Oh, as far as, I can't see the Spurs taking, let's say, Don McClingon. I just don't think that works. An old school big, that's not what this team needs. For Wemby to succeed, we definitely need a floor spacer. I think that's why the top prospect for us probably is going to be Versace. Hey, Sissoko for 3. Nope. All tied up at 24. Austin 3:16 to go. Nuggets on the break, and the Spurs do get back in transition. Another pull-up 3. Geez, that one is good by KCP. Nuggets are firing the 3s. It's okay, you're a normal duck. I was like, how's that possible? I know there's some latency, and I'm usually behind you guys on cable or whatever you're watching it on, but I was like, that far behind. That's atrocious. Wesley's going to drive baseline. Runs right back out to Mamu. Mamu will now take off. Tough turnaround, Jave. Good. 1 point game. It's a nice little back and forth game here. Spurs short-handed against the defending NBA champions. Let's not forget, this is the defending NBA champions who are at full strength. We got one dude out who I don't remember his name. As far as key players, everybody's there. Brown in the paint. Misses the shot. And the ball's going to go off a Spur, and it's going to stay with the Nuggets 27-26. We have a timeout coming. TSR Sports, you're going to address if any live content will come to the channel during the offseason in terms of videos. I might do a couple premieres. So here's what's going on. I will be live for, no, not October Hurricane Megan. Live for the lotto results, because that is huge. That was huge last year. Obviously, we're going to be in huge, even though this draft isn't as deep, very curious on where we draft. So 100% will be live for that. And then at least night number 1 of the NBA draft, I'll be live for. And Miss TSR Sports might join me for that on camera. That's right. That might be her debut. That would be, we'll have been dating for over a year at that point. And I guess it would just make sense because we would both have things to react to. She would have 2 things. Me would be 1. Or maybe 2. If the Spurs have 2 lottery picks. But obviously, I would go nuts if the Spurs, get the first overall pick. She's a UConn fan, so she's very curious to see where Castle and Klingon go. So I'm sure she'll be very excited when they get drafted. Unless they get drafted by the Pistons, then she might have heart failure. Heart failure. So what I might do for that too is, you guys know I use the Blue Ice mic. It sounds better than my normal mic, but it can't handle loud noises. So for just the draft and the lottery, I might go back to the old Logitech mic built in the webcam. That's the one that does the one I do blow out at times, but at least it can handle loud noises where the new mic cannot. Yep, Miss TSR on draft night. I won't be live for the NFL draft, but I'll do a reaction to the Giants pick. I have no desire to go live for the NFL draft, if I'm being transparent. When do you think they'll come out with a Wemby shoe? I think they already have one. And I do not like that the draft is 2 nights either. I will agree with the NBA draft. Random Kid, good evening to you. Yes, Carlos, Miss TSR, coming soon to a TSR Sports near you. Or something. By the way, if you haven't not hit the thumbs up, please do so. Or else Grogu will use the Force on you. You know the deal. Good old Malik Rose. Dog She, good evening to you. A TSR Sports shoe. I think I don't have any merch. I don't know if I'll ever do merch again. I briefly did something. I never sold anything with it. I don't know. I don't know. I completely understand casuals mispronouncing names, but damn professional authorization. Wait, what's happening, Wemby? Am I mispronouncing a name, or I did hear somebody on ESPN, I forgot the dude's name, some old white guy, maybe it was on First Take, was saying Wemby is not the defensive player of the year, but he called him Wembenyana. Like, Wembenyana? This is your job. And how do you not know his name by this point in the year? I can understand if you called him Wembenyana before he was drafted or early in the season, but at this point, Wembenyana? If you can't get his name right, just call him Wemby. Oh, Sissoko? Are they calling him Sissoko? Because I had that problem initially. It's not. You just call him City. Stephen A. Smith says Wembenyana. Wembenyana back in the game for the Spurs. Wemby with the ball right now. 2 minutes to go. 27-26 shot clock running down. Wemby drives in the paint. Turn around over Jokic. Good. Spurs retake the lead by 1. Is it Mad Dog? It is Mad Dog. That's it. That's it, Cowboy X Factor. Yes, that's the dude. I know somebody else mentioned in the chat, but that is him. And now a whistle. Spurs going with their modern day Twin Towers. Certainly Wemby qualifies for that, but not Zach. Sorry, Zach. This must be a 3-second because Jokic is at the line to shoot a free throw. I heard one time that they called them Wembenyamba. Free throw's good. Well, my Coyotes doing good. Boop. Mad Dog sucks now. I really don't know much what happened. What happened with the Yankee stream, Sir? So, Carlos, so the reason I'm not streaming the Yankees like I used to is, 1, I'm not the biggest fan of calling baseball games. Jokic for 3, ouch. 2, when I did stream Yankees games in the past, I had cable, which means I had Yes Network, which means I got almost all the Yankees games. I don't have cable anymore, and I don't have Yes. So now I don't really get any Yankees games except for when they're on Fox or on Amazon Prime. Vontae Graham for 3, in and out burger. So let's go with the acrobatic offensive rebound putback. Very nice. Caught it in an air, threw up the layup. Good. Nice job, City. 3 down the other end by Holiday from the corner. No good. 31-30. Spurs down by 1. So yeah, I don't have to set the Yankee games like I used to. At all. I should start doing shorts, Carlos, like I do with the New York Giants, to let people know I'm a Yankees fan. Maybe when that Spurs season is over, i.e. Sunday, I can start doing something with that. But not being able to see the games at all hurts. I wish I could watch at least the 9th inning. Wemby with a beautiful turnaround fadeaway jumper, and the Spurs have taken the lead by 1. TSR Sports went from the Yes Network to No Network. Yeah, that's fairly accurate. Winning will put some respect on his name. That's fair. As long as he don't misspell his jersey again. Anywho, that's a good point. I get it because Mono is here, but I still love Donald Stern calling Ginobili. Listen, there's an old draft video of me. It was when the 2022 NBA draft. I think I called Malachi Branham Maliki Branham. I totally butchered his name. So my apologies, Malachi. Maliki. I know I'm pretty sure I called him Maliki during that 2022 live draft reaction. Spurs ball, 6 on the shot clock. Wemby wound, 3-point land. He's going to pass it off to Graham for 3. No good. Wemby with the offensive board, but we have a whistle. And the foul's on Denver. Justin, I think this is a must-win for the Nuggets. Calvin, good evening to you. Thank you for stopping in. Going into the offseason, good. I think of winning against the Nuggets would be epic for the Spurs. They beat them last year. Beavis, good evening to you. Rez, good evening to you. Thank you all for stopping in. This is a huge game for the Nuggets. Non-shooting foul to get the ball back into Wemby. Wemby spins around in the paint. 2 big, huge steps. Misses the free throw, and that's how we'll end the first quarter with the Spurs up by 1. New short bear pooping the Cowboy logo. Zach, I thought about that. Yeah, I don't think I want to do that. I don't think I want to have a dog pooping on my channel. That's a little too gross. As far as a UFC or WWE music video, Cowboy X Factor, I actually finished it and tried uploading it today, and it got hit with a copyright. I mentioned this earlier in the stream. I don't care if a video gets copyright claimed, if it's a reaction, a highlights video, etc. this had some UFC highlights in it. But what I don't want is a video to copyright claimed with my own original music that I wrote, practiced, recorded, produced. That's too close to here. So I'm gonna have to go back to the drawing board for the video. I don't know if I can put a filter over it where maybe it's a silhouettes fighting instead, but I don't think I want to take any chances. I'll probably have to redo the whole video. I am free Sunday. I have no plans whatsoever, except for maybe a grocery store run in the morning. So maybe I'll redo the video and have it up Sunday or Monday with the original highlights of UFC fighters and some highlights from Pride gone. Adrian, thank you for stopping in. Lyrical News, good evening to you. Not a copyright strike. Copyright claim. There's two very big differences. A copyright claim is, like I've mentioned, I'll do reactions in the future with Miss TSR Sports. Let's say we react to, I want to react to the case for making LeBron, the case that LeBron James is a GOAT. That video has a few million views. I'd like to react to that with her because we're not the biggest LeBron James fans, so I'd like to hear the case for LeBron. And that might get copyright claimed, which means the original owner says, hey, Rich, TSR Sports, you can show the video, but any revenue is going to go to us. Fine, don't care. You made the video, whatever. Copyright strike is when the owner says, you can't show this no matter what, and I'm going to get a strike on your account because, I don't know. More often than not, it's copyright claims. I would think if you're the owner of the video and somebody's reacting to it and you can make more money off somebody else, then go for it. What's up, Jay? Thank you for stopping in. Zach, don't care about the claim taking the money, though. I really don't. I do care about the music video because I don't want my own personal music part of a video that's getting copyright claimed. Granted, it's not getting claimed because of the music, but I don't want it. I can't explain it. Wemby's pure presence, even if not getting blocks and steals, deserves Defensive Player of the Year. I mean, we saw that with that Grizzlies game where not one, not two, but three players on a fast break 3-1, and they were playing hot potato with the ball because they didn't want to take it at Wemby. Now, granted, those were all G League players. Maybe they mentioned that John Morant probably would have went right at Wemby, but still, you had 3-on-1, and nobody wanted anything to deal with it. It is Nuggets ball to start off the second quarter, and that's going to be a missed three by Reggie Jackson, Mr. October himself. Ricky Lombardo and Ron Jambo fighting. Trey Jones drives in the paint. The runner's good. Spurs up by 3, which I think is their biggest lead of the game. Oh, guys, bacon. At least you made it in, though. I gave you a like. Carlos, what are you talking about? Yes, I did. You're trolling me. I gave you a like and a heart. I'll prove it right now if you want me to pull up my phone and show you the comment. I know I did that. Come on now. Don't be silly. 34-31. It's going to be Nuggets ball. And a good start for the Spurs. Jay Stour 21. Thank you for stopping in, Nuggets fan. And you guys need this game. Ooh, that's a big three by Justin Holiday from the corner. Tie game. Like, you guys are battling with the Thunder and somebody else. Now an alley-oop to Wemby. He missed the alley-oop. I don't think he had his eyes completely on the ball and or rim. Holiday for another three. That one's an in and outer. Oop, off the rim again, but still not good. Wemby with the ball for the Spurs, just going to take a step back three. I don't like that shot. I don't think that's needed. I think he's 0 for 4 from beyond the arc now. Brown down the other end, he's going to get fouled. 2 free throws probably coming up. I try to have a sense of humor. You're going for a franchise record for wins, but you're also, Jay Sauer, going for, like, positioning in the playoffs. Jim, I want Wemby to unleash the fury tonight. Christian Brown at the line, all tied up at 34. I found somebody Calvin like me who wants more Ricky Lombardo on Jambo. Doesn't Calvin, you want more Ricky Lombardo, Ron Jambo? Really? I thought you were the only one, man. Sham got by Wemby against the Grizz with perfection. Justin Spurs. Wemby's so close to just a couple things he's got to work on in the game. Looks like his cardio could use a little work. Slow down with the threes a little bit, and obviously needs to work on the turnovers, which is going to help when he has a better team around him as well. Speaking of which, Wemby with the ball, driving the paint, spin around, and he's going to get fouled. I did not, Mr. Z. And Calvin says yes. We are running with a lot of guys that I'm guessing Nuggets fans probably haven't heard of. They probably don't know, or may not know, who Sandro Mamukelashvili is, Julian Champagny, Blake Wesley, City Sissoko. Oh, they celebrate City's birthday. All right. All right. Wemmy's at the line 4-2, chance to tie the game. And he will. 35-0. If the Spurs can beat the defending NBA champions in what is essentially a must-win game for the champs tonight, that'd be a great way to close the season. And if they win tonight, I could see the Spurs not playing Wemby Sunday against the Pistons. Wemby made them both. Nuggets ball, 10.5 minutes to go in the second quarter. I think my dog is addicted for Pringles and Domino's Parmesan bread bites. That's a very random biscuit, buddy. That runner is good by Reggie Jackson in the paint. Nuggets retake the lead. It's been very back and forth tonight. Both teams exchanging leads left and right. Devontae Graham with the ball gets it into Wemby. Wemby at the elbow. Starts to drive into the paint. Double teams. Back into Mamu. Mamu with the turnaround. No good. Jay Star, yes, they did. And appreciate you giving a compliment to Wemby. I mean, you have one of the best, if not the best players in the NBA on your team right now, and Nikola Jokic, but I have a feeling Wemby's going to be one of those top 3 players in the league sooner than later. Wow. Peyton Watson drives to the paint, nobody there, and throws it down hard, and does a little yell after as well. Devontae Graham just traveled. What was that? He went to take a 3, it looks like, and then dropped the ball, and then picked it up again. That was a bit ugly. Was Reggie Jackson in basketball? Good luck on the interview as well, Zach. Going back and forth, the Nuggets are up by 3, in which I think that might be their biggest lead of the game. Found Devontae Graham. Wemby with 0 blocks is a little surprising. Carlos, good luck with any interview, or hopefully things went well in your interview. Veronica, welcome back. Cody's starting to look at the ceiling again. Strange guy he is. Trey Jones drives in the paint. Off balance Jay is no good. And another whistle. And the referees are getting whistle happy. A lot of blowing up the whistles in the second quarter already. Rooting free because they need Timberwolves fans are rooting free, but all because the Denver Nuggets loss goes for the Timberwolves and OKC, right? All right, Wemby, good night to you. Marauders, good evening to you. These last 20 games of the season are fool's gold. Take with caution. Although Celtics playing Drew Holiday might let the Spurs go out and get Derek White. Derek's under contract till next year, though. Is he not? Jenny, good evening to you. No, Raymond, second to last game. Only 1 game left after this. It's going to be so weird to not have Spurs games anymore, not to hang out with you guys and talk Spurs and talk sports and watch Bears sleep. Is everybody playing today, Mohammed? Is everybody scheduled? No hair Derek White is scary. I mean, we got mini Derek White right here, right? That's what you guys are saying. He's wearing a headband. Nuggets ball, 9 minutes to go. And that's the first block by Wemby. I think he got Reggie Jackson on that one. Champagne's going to launch a 3 to tie it. And that's a little short. Watson with the rebound. Nuggets ball. 39-37. Watson flies in the paint. And a tough shot. And no good. Spurs heading back the other way. They get to Wemby and toss it a little too high. That's a turnover for the Spurs. And a layup by Brown down the other end. Spurs down by 4. Biggest lead in the game for Denver. Mini Derek White. I don't know. I didn't make that up. Bliss, good evening to you. I'm coming back next year, brother, and so will the Spurs with more force. Don't lie, he's injured. Poor Grove. He's not injured. Does this look injured to you, Veronica? Look how happy he is. See? He's happy, he's cute, and he's got his headband. He's looking, oh, so good with his headband. Yeah, look at my headband, ladies. I'm just a I'm too sexy for my headband. Too sexy for my headband. So sexy it hurts. I'm a Grogu, you know what I mean? And I do my thing on the catwalk. Yeah, on the catwalk. On the catwalk. I shake my headband on the catwalk. That just happened, by the way. I have Amazon Prime. I'm looking forward to that fall series, Mr. Z. I'm glad to hear it's good because I do enjoy Fallout. Carlos, come on. You know with me, anything can happen during a stream. I mean, 95% of the time I'm calling the game, but occasionally these things will come out, and who the heck knows? You know, Anthony, I was thinking that too. About, sitting Wemby so he doesn't get injured, but he could get injured in any game, whether it's game 1 or 82 or anything in between. We can't be overly cautious with him either. If he has a pre-existing injury, then yes, we should send him down. Anthony with a $5 super chat says, here at the Frostbank Center, sitting at section 229. Hey, and good evening to you. Does the Coyote talk too? Sort of. Coyote, say hi to the channel. Ugh. Hey. Go, Spurs, go! Boop. Coyote. I watched the first 2 seasons of The Mandalorian and really liked it. Is there any way we can email you or get you Spurs information since Garrett? You can email me or hit me up on the Twitters at TSR Sports 50. My email is eternityshort, 2 S's in the middle. That's my band name at gmail.com. You guys have emailed me before. You guys hit me on the Twitter, but you can always. I recommend follow me on the Twitter, not just for the sense of followers, but sometimes you guys catch Spurs news before I do, and sometimes the way I get to those videos is thanks to you guys messaging me and saying, "Hey TSR, this just happened." They can always email me. Baby Coyote sounds like me. What? I think, here's my thoughts, Anthony Bustamante. If the Spurs, started my clock a little early, premature calculation. If the Spurs win this game tonight against the defending NBA champs, Wemby won't play Sunday. Just a thought. Spurs down by 4. We got 8:21 to go in the first half. Wemby taking a little breather. Trey Jones out in three-point land, looking to get into Zach Collins. He will get into Zach Collins. Zach backs his man up. Little jump hook is off the mark. Zeke Naji with the rebound. It is Nuggets ball. Reggie Jackson starts to drive. Takes off into the paint. Shoots from the elbow. Good. And the Nuggets are now up by 6. Impressive. Oh, Brock, are you going to be at the game Sunday? You're going to the game, aren't you? Trey Jones pull up from the free throw line, no good. Zach Collins with the offensive rebound, and he turns the ball over as he got double teamed, actually partially triple teamed. Nuggets are starting to pull away just a little bit. Wow, Zach just body Watson. I'm surprised there was not a foul on that. Holiday with the corner 3, no good. Mama with the rebound, get it up to Champagny. Champagny drives, gets into the paint, and he's going to be fouled. You are going to the game, all right. There were a lot of angry Spurs fans on message boards with him sending out the Thunder game. There were some people that said they flew to Oklahoma City to see Wemby, and when he got set, people are not happy. I don't want to lose to the worst team in the NBA, but you know what? We're missing, 25% of our roster at this point? Champagny at the line for his free throws, good. John Carnelli, go Spurs, go you. We'll see. Bounty, good evening. I'll be busy no matter what. I'm going to try to stay busy with Spurs content. I'll also have Giants content coming up, especially with the draft happening. I should start doing New York Yankees shorts. I still have the music video stuff, which I really want to get back to the music studio and get on the next song. But there's stuff happening. Good stuff happening. Spurs ball. I'm sorry, Nuggets ball. I totally blitzed there. That 3-point is way off by Justin Holiday. Spurs ball now. I was predicting a Spurs ball. And they would make a statement if they can beat this team. It'd be a huge statement. And the Nuggets have something to play for. They're not taking this game off. They have something to play for. Playoff seeding. If they lose, you guys told me that Timberwolves become the number 1 seed, which they don't want. 3 on the shot clock for the Spurs. Zach going to muscle his way into the paint, gets a little jumper. 2-point game. Wow. That's probably one of my favorite nicknames of all time, Carlos, is the Wemby Grandma. That's a good one. Timeout. We didn't want me to play Detroit. It's almost a win with us. We need 21. Well, if they get the 21st win tonight, though, then we'll see. I do Spurs rumor trade content, depending on how it is. Brandon, good evening to you. Waldo, good evening to you. Depending if it seems like it has any like gravitas to it. If it seems like total nonsense, like the Spurs are trading a 2nd-round pick for Luka Doncic, I'm not going to cover stuff like that. I did see some Donovan Mitchell talk, but that doesn't... I don't know. The trade, I followed the trade Young rumor because it seems like that has actual weight to it and has the best chance of happening. But during trade season, I do try to be very careful because there are websites that will put up a trade idea that they came up with. And then all of a sudden it becomes a trade rumor. I'm like, it's not a trade rumor. This was a trade suggestion by an NBA fan writer or sports writer. This isn't a rumor. This is somebody writing, and that type of stuff I try to avoid because that has no substance. It's just somebody saying, hey, this would be a cool trade. What if this happened? I don't want to cover that crap because that's exactly it. It could be fun to explore for those websites, but as a YouTube content creator, I don't want to cover every one of those type of rumors because then I'm going to be doing 20 to 25 rumor videos, and you're just going to start coming here thinking, is this just a clickbait channel for rumors? Because none of these happened. You know, when I've done trade rumors on, like, Jakob Poeltl, he ended up being traded shortly after. There were, I think we're like 50-50 on the trade rumors. I just don't want to cover everything. Trade Kellen, Osman, Zach, 3 firsts and 1 second. For what penalty? Are you talking about Trae Young? That seems to be the player that's getting mentioned the most as possibly coming to the Spurs. Bro, they need to put Jamal Murray back in for my prize picks. I need him to make 19 points. He's at 10. I mean, if he's at 10 already, I don't see why he couldn't get to the 19. So this is a really popular thing we do these days. To like bet on how many points a player will have, the over under. It seems like that stuff's becoming more and more popular. Hey, Coyote's in the house. Should I know who this is in the crowd? Micah Parsons. Okay. I didn't recognize him without his Cowboys uniform on, and being on the wrong side of the score in a playoff game. Machine78, good evening to you. What an article that Trae Young preferred to be a Laker than a Spur. I mean, you know what, Mark the Gamer? If Trae was to go to the Lakers, then the Hawks are going to suck, and those picks we have for them are going to be gold, Jerry, gold. Jokic and Wemby both have checked back in, but you know what? Aaron Gordon's going to hit a 3. That's going to make it a 5-point game. Thank you for the update penalty. Micah Parsons is there. Coyote just gave him a Parsons Jr. jersey, and now, why didn't he go to the game today? Brandon Christopher, good evening to you. Zach Collins with the ball in the paint. Still in the paint. We'll pass it out to Champagny. Champagny takes off, and we'll pass it back out to Devontae Graham. Graham now takes off into the paint and gets blocked from behind. There's a lot of players that are taking off into the paint and then passing it out. Jamal Murray with the ball. Pull up Jay. No good. Rebound will fall in the hands of Devontae Graham, and he will bring it up for San Antonio. Under 6 minutes ago, Spurs down by 5. It's been a pretty much tightly contested game the whole evening here. Zach Collins, little jumper over Jokic. No good. Jokic will bring it up for the Nuggets, wearing bright highlighter yellow-colored shoes. Yellow highlighter shoes. Thanks. So is Christian Brown. These yellow highlighter shoes are popular these days. MPJ pulls up for 2, and that's the biggest lead of the game for the Nuggets, 7. Warren, I agree. Spurs ball. Blake throws it into Zach Collins. Collins back to Wemby. 6 on the shot clock. Wemby with the fadeaway jumper, a little short. Jokic with the rebound. I know, penalty. I think Wemby should be Defensive Player of the Year. Jokic starts to drive, gets on Wemby, drives in the paint. Still in the paint. And now we'll pass it out. Jamal Murray, 4 on the shot clock, takes the 3. By the way, whoever wanted Jamal Murray to get to 19 points, he just hit a 3. It's a 10-point game, biggest lead of the game for the Nuggets. Spurs starting to come apart a little bit here in the second quarter. Wemby over Gobert all day. I agree, Jay Sauer. TSR, are you guys predicting to have a top 10 pick in the draft? We are. And we should. We're the 3rd or 4th worst team in the NBA. I feel like we're tied. I think we're tied. Are the Lakers a 10th seed in the West? I just saw it. What? I thought the Lakers were winning. Have they been losing? Western Conference. The Lakers, wow. I mean, they're it's a 3-way tie. The Kings, Warriors, and Lakers are all 40, 45, and 35. They're all going into the play-in. The Suns are 47 and 33. The Pelicans are the 6th seed, 40 and 32. So that's locked. The Lakers, Warriors, Kings, and Suns are all going to the play-in teams. I guess it would be right now based on seeding, the way ESPN has it, the Kings versus Warriors, and then the Suns versus the Lakers. Nuggets are 56 and 24. The Timberwolves and Thunder are both 55 and 25. So yes, this is an important game for sure. Spurs are the worst team in the Western Conference at 20 and 60. The Blazers are just barely ahead of them at 21 and 59. When we look at the entire league standings, we got the Pistons at 13 and 67. Lost 6 in a row. They're probably not going to win another game. Wizards are 15 and 65. Both the Spurs and Hornets are 20 and 60, and the Blazers are 21 and 59. After that, the Raptors are 25 and 55. So the bottom 5 teams in the NBA will be Pistons, Wizards, Spurs, Hornets, and Blazers. Just where they finish is still very much up in the air. As we are back to the game, Spurs ball. Wemby in the paint right now. One-on-one with Jokic. Gets under him into the paint and travels. Carlos, we'll see. That was Wemby wanted a foul, didn't get it. Pop wants a foul, he ain't gonna get it either. Yeah, Mom, some big names in the play-in. MPJ, turnaround J, no good. Wemby with the rebound 4 minutes ago. Spurs down by 10. Julian Go Spurs go to you. Now it's steal. Yep. Steal, easy, fast break dunk by KCP. Wheels are starting to fall off. Starting to unravel. Being down to the defending the champions by double digits. Not going to be good. Zach Collins gets it over to Wemby. Wemby, step back 3. Don't like seeing him shoot all these threes, but at least it went in. Back to single digits, 53-54. Spurs down by 9. 3:25 to go in the first half. Alley to Aaron Gordon. He's going to throw it down hard. When you put a roster like this around your star player, no wonder people think you're tanking. Wemby with the ball again. He's going to take another 3. And a jump ball between MPJ and Zach Collins coming up. Is Wemby taking like 6 threes already? He's taking 6 threes. He's 1 of 6. I sound like Pat. Yeah, Mark back to chucking 3. He does this when he gets tired, though. When he gets tired, he gets sloppy with the ball and starts launching 3. Then he's now coming. Oh, he's actually still in the game. Never mind. I thought Pop pulled him out. City Sissoko coming back in for the Spurs. Pop running the dual point guard masterclass of Trey Jones and Blake Wesley. Two non-floor spacers. And you got City Sissoko who can't hit a 3 out there either. So 3 guys that can't hit a 3. Malachi Branham better be in a wheelchair to not be playing in this game. Wow. Good grief. Didn't a good evening to you. Wemby with the ball, drives in the paint, loses it out of bounds. It's going to stay with the Spurs. Aaron Gordon just knocked Wemby down. Did Wemby flop? Was that a flop-a-rooney? Nope. No whistle. Wemby back with the ball in the paint. And it's going to be a turnover on the Spurs. Wemby tried to get the pass on Collins. Collins going to hold on to it. I think he does. I'm not 100% sure, Carlos. I really don't know. Oh, did he stand over Wemby Spurs at the moment? I didn't catch that. Spurs have 10 turnovers and Nuggets have 3. Jamal Murray, layup good. Down by 13 now. Getting a little rough here in the first half. Jamal Murray with 15 on 6 of 10 shooting. So whoever put money on him getting a 19, it's looking pretty good. Zach Collins, jumper in the paint, good. 57-46. Raekwon Gray, right? Blazing Bacon, he looked good against the Thunder. Jamal Murray into the paint, layup. That one's no good, and ball's going to go out of bounds. Stay with Denver. Yeah, Bears right here, Lance. Hey, buddy, people are asking about you. They're asking about you. Say hi. Hi to the good crew? No? You want to say hi to everybody? Okay. He's watching the game. Murray for 3. With the shot clock expiring. Oh, boy. Steven, I hear you. Justin, it will get better in the future. Wemby in the paint, reverse layup, no good. He's going to go to the line for 2. No team starts Blake Leslie when they're actually trying to win. I have a feeling Wemby keeps receipts, and now he now has one with Aaron Gordon's name on it. Ah, I got you. Wemby at the line for 2. Tired, buddy? You tired? Yeah, it's tough watching the Spurs lose, isn't it? Yeah, welcome to our world, buddy. Wemby 5 of 14. It's the 3-pointers mark. Isn't he like 1 of 6, which means he'd be 4 of 8 from 2-point land, which is respectable. Made both his free throws. Can we get it to like 7? Or do I have Dougie fans in the chat? You guys missed the Doug, huh? Doug McDermott. I give Bear plenty mas agua, Carlos. Jamal Murray pull up Jay. No good. Wemby with the rebound. Spurs on the run. Wemby drives in the paint, gets it to City Sissoko, and City with the old Dunko.
Thunder Dunk of Justice.
City's been showing us he can really finish at the rim, and he's a big dude. MPJ pull up Jay. And now Sissoko gets into his space and gets the foul. That was a bad foul. That was a bad one. By the way, Wemby's pass to Sissoko on that dunk was behind the back of Jokic. Yeah. And old Jaja, City you got to back off the. Can't do that. John Luke, good evening to you. City's a good athlete, yes. Ewan's French, thank you for stopping in. And MPJ at the line for 2. Got into Pepper. Oh, congratulations, John. Yeah, Sean Elliott saying it right there. Don't create the body contact with City. And Pop's actually benching him after that. Made them both. Spurs down by 12. All hope is not lost. It was back and forth throughout the first quarter. The Nuggets did get us in the second. And the Spurs are out shooting the Nuggets at the line. Offensive foul on Wemby. And he just got teed up. Carlos, you're just asking if Wemby had a tee? Well, he just got one. Wemby with the tee. Doug McDermott was traded because he was on an expiring contract, and wow, Wemby just pushed Jamal Murray in the back. I mean, Murray may have sold it, but you can't just go push a player in the back like that. Technical's good. Actually, Wemby just ran into him. Yeah, you can't. I mean, Jamie, thank you for stopping in. He was sick of Murray's ish. I think Pop's like Wemby yelled at him in French. Wemby's still in the game. All right. Murray out in three-point lane. Murray might have that 19 already that one of our viewers was looking for earlier. Murray in the paint. Pull up Jay. Well, he's got it now. 15-point lead for the Nuggets. Dang. I don't know why I'm acting surprised. I mean, this the NBA champions versus a heavily depleted Spurs roster. Not making excuses, but we're missing 2 starters, 3 guys that come off our bench on the regular. Collins in the paint. 4 on the shot clock. Back to Wemby. Wemby gets it to Blake. Blake with a pull-up J at the buzzer. No good. Nuggets in hold for the last shot. MPJ on the run. And 1. Second quarter collapse. You aren't kidding, man. This is a second quarter collapse. They're outscoring us 37-18. This second quarter's been awful. Absolutely awful. Bear's going to his bed now. He's had enough. Free throw's good. Yeah, I'm ready for the next season, Carlos, but I'm going to enjoy my summer. I guess I'll bring Headband Grogu back up here. Out the terrible second quarter. Absolutely terrible. The Spurs were up by 1 after the first, and then got outscored by 19. 19 in the second. It is what it is. But, you know, we're only at 66 thumbs up. Remember we used to get to 100 thumbs up before halftime? What happened? Could be forgetting, or maybe people are losing interest, which I would not blame you because the season's almost over and the Spurs ain't going anywhere. That being said, a thumbs up still does help the channel, my friends. Go, Spurs, go! Go, Spurs, go! I just closed my interactive score thingy. Okay, score's still there. Whew. All right, 12 minutes on the clock. We'll put up the half, and then we'll look at the halftime stats. I don't think the halftime stats are going to look too good for us. All right, we'll take a look at the Nuggets first, and then thank you. I see some thumbs up coming in. Appreciate you. All right, we'll go to Denver. Gordon with 5, Porter Jr. with 9, Jokic with 14, Murray leading all scorers with 21, including 4 of 6 from beyond the arc. He also has 4 rebounds, 3 assists. Maybe a shot at a triple-double. I don't know if he's going to have the minutes if the Nuggets keep pulling away from us like this. KCP with 5. Off the bench, Najee with 0, Watson with 4, Holiday with 3, Jackson with 4, and Brown with 3. The Nuggets are shooting 40% from 3, 8 of 20, only 2 turnovers. The Spurs have 11 turnovers and are shooting 31% from 3, we're 5 of 16. Mamu with 9 points and 6 boards in the first half. Champagny with 5. Wemby with 15 points, 8 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal, 1 block. Does have 4 turnovers, and he is 5 of 14 from the field, as he's taken 6 3-pointers in the game so far, and he's only 1 of 6. Trey Jones with 5 points, Blake Wesley with 2. Off the bench for the Spurs, Zach Collins with 10. Zach is the second highest scorer on the team. Devontae Graham with 0. He's 0 for 4 from the field, including 0 for 3 from beyond the arc. Duke is I didn't realize Duke played. I didn't even notice him out there. He's got 0, and Sissoko with 4 points and 2 boards. City does have 3 fouls. Oh, that's why Pop benched him. He had 3 fouls in only 9 minutes. Going to have to work on that. Raekwon Gray has not played yet. And Jamari Bouye. The Bouye has not played yet. That's everybody we have that's available. We have nobody else available on this team that can play. Everybody's hurt or hurt. You can debate how hurt they actually are. I'll leave that to you guys. Hi, Rich. The guys just need to amp up the energy. Too many ticky-tack mistakes. Testament to experience. I'm very inexperienced. The turnovers are awful. I feel like a broken record saying another turnover by the Spurs in their games, but they get so many. Apollo 25, maybe? What? Yo, want to ring the bell? Ding, ding. The turnovers are just poor shots, or poor shot selection, turnovers. It's Nico! He says, hi, everyone from France, and getting stronger. That's the Rocky theme. That's a good one. Denver's getting away with being physical, not getting called on it. Maybe. But we are taking some bad shots. I like Wemby, but I hope next season Pop will be more strict with him with those low IQ shots. He needs to be more intelligent with his shot selection. No wonder haters are calling him tall Trae Young. Haters are calling Wemby tall Trae Young. Wemby plays defense. Trae Young is notoriously a bad defender. Could our injured players be package deal ready to ship out? I mean, I don't think they're getting rid of Sohan or Vassell. I think that's locked in. What is this halftime show? This is very unchoreographed. I know these girls are all young, but some of them are, they're definitely not all in the I know they're just kind of doing some of the similar moves, but they're not in sync at all. Whatever. Big Time Breakdown. Good evening to you. Thank you for stopping in. Hopefully you're doing well. TGIF, Beantown Breakdown. My man has temporarily retired from live streaming on YouTube. Totally get it. He's gone hard for, well, just as long as I have. I think we both started live streaming in 2019. Congratulations on recently buying a house and a newer relationship. And at some point, life comes first. And I certainly understand it. I hope you keep on making content. We switched to what I suggested recently, just doing videos and shorts, especially when, the Yankees lose to the Red Sox. Would love to see a short on that, maybe a raid short. But, or I don't know where I was going with that. I don't know. Congratulations on, on everything. And I know it's a tough decision, but I totally understand needing time away from YouTube. I did it last year. I took a pause in live streaming with the Spurs just being really bad last season and life was changing. I took a break from live streaming in the middle of the season. I stuck it out this season because Wemby kept me interested, but the losing has been tough again. TSR, everyone is at Fiesta. What? Who's at Fiesta? Team's been a little chippy. It has, Millennial. It has. It's 68 to 50, GC3. 68. BR has the wrong score. BR? No, 68 50. I've said it before. Wemby needs to up his efficiency. Too many unnecessary threes and taking shots early. I agree, Mohammed. Those are the two things he's got to work on. Shot selection and the turnovers. He's a rookie. He's young. Sure, he's trying to do too much at times. That's natural. Checking in from Okinawa, Japan. Wow. Thank you, Derek. Okinawa. That's awesome. Of course, immediately I'm thinking of the Karate Kid. I just finished Cobra Kai. I'm all caught up. Watched seasons 3, 4, and 5 over the last about 2 weeks. I like the show. Yeah, it's getting a little cheesy and unrealistic in places. But I love the relationship between Daniel-san and Johnny, and I'm curious to see when the show wraps up. I'm guessing season 6 will be the last. I feel like it should be the last, considering how harebrained some of the storylines were recently. So it might be a good time to wrap it up and go to it. Bleacher Report has it at 63.50. Oh, wow. Bleacher Report's way behind. No guitar tonight, Hurricane Megan. We'll keep that special occasions. Marquise, that's fair, but you also, keeping the team in the game means taking, good shots when you have it and not rushing shots or forcing shots more appropriately. Underdog Fantasy had it 63 to 5. Really? Weird. Konnichiwa. Ah. Very nice, Isabel. Bum 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 bum. All Spurs all day. Boom boom. Okay. Anyway, I moved Bear's towel. It's been raining a lot here in Connecticut, and I don't want a wet dog on my couch. Go figure. So is it time to play Who Will You Draft? Pretty soon. Although the big question is where? Where are the Spurs going to draft? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, I know, the same combination on all of our match luggage. But we don't know where we're going to draft. And, right now we're the third or fourth worst team. I guess they're going to coin flip that. Well, Portland's right there with us as well. The Spurs probably will win Sunday against the Pistons unless they rest even more people. And that could be a horrible game to watch. I'll still be here live for the last game of the season. But they could fall to fifth. And the vast, difference between the fifth overall pick and the first overall pick. So we'll be talking draft a lot. But I want to wait until find out where we're actually picking, which we won't know until May 12th. Headband Grogo makes me smile, as he should. Rich, if Wemby plays, can you stream the Olympics? Wemby is going to play. I think that's going to be a huge problem for me to do, Kokoshiba, because of timing. If the game starts at 7, 7:30, or 8 in France, actually, we're in the Olympics this year. I don't even know where they're playing, but there's generally a time difference. Is in America. I have no idea where the Olympics are being held this year. But if there's a time zone difference and the game started at 8, and let's say I'm 6 hours behind where the game is starting, I'm going to be at work. There's no way I can stream the game. I see a lot of people that I follow on YouTube streaming all the time during the afternoon. I'm like, how are you guys doing this? Are you taking time off from work, or are you retired and I'm not aware? There's no way I can stream in the morning or during the day. Just take all those days off. Yeah. Is it in France? So that is a 5-hour difference. So the games are probably going to start at 8 p.m., which means it's going to be 3 p.m. here, which means there's no way I can do it. It's in Paris? Okay, Coach Shivo. I thought it was in France because Isabel mentioned she's going to see Wemby, and that was in the back of my head. There's probably no way I can do it. Or if those games start at 7 o'clock, that means it's 2 o'clock here. I'll be at work. There's no defensive 3 seconds? Really? I know that, Ronald. I can react to highlights. I can't see myself being able to go live. Plus, to be in the summer, I'm not a big fan of streaming live in the summer. My house gets, even though the air conditioner's going to be like right there, it gets pretty hot in the house, and it's tough. The game I'm going to in July starts at 9 p.m., so to you it's 3 a.m. No, I'm behind, Isabel. I'm the other way. I thought it was 5 hours behind you. It's 9:17 p.m. where I am, so is it 2:17 a.m. in the morning for you? Unfortunately, here this may be one of the weaker drafts of all time. I don't know about all time. Lakers 68, Grizzlies 64. Oh, the Grizzlies suck too. The Grizzlies are like a G League team these days. It's 3 p.m.? Wait. You're 6 hours behind me, Isabel? That doesn't make sense. Oh, for me it's 3 p.m. Okay, I'm sorry. I thought you were saying it's 3 p.m. right now. So, yeah, I'll be working. Next year's draft is definitely stacked and take a sabbatical for the Olympics. I don't think I would enjoy it. Calling it anyway, I like Wemby. Let's not act like I don't. But I'm a Spurs fan, first and foremost. And watching Wemby play for somebody else, my interest is not going to be there like it is with the Spurs. I'm actively rooting for the Spurs to win and hope Wemby plays well and becomes the franchise player we think he can be. Playing on a French team, I'm just going to be like, I'm not going to care if they win or lose. I'm hoping he plays. If anything, I'm just going to hope he doesn't get injured. That's going to be the thing I'm rooting for the most. So I can't see me wanting to call those. And I've told you guys before, if I'm not going to be fully vested in something live, I don't think I want to call it. I don't want to fake, emotion or do a fake reaction. I want it to be legit, and I would have to probably have to pretend, and I don't want to do that. Grizzlies right now are a G League team. Enjoying seeing how international TSR is. I'm in Johannesburg, and it's 3 a.m. here. Wow. So France is 6 hours ahead. I thought it was 5. Isabel, you are up late. Dang. Same here, Rich. Plus, I'm happy to get Wemby, but I'm a Spurs fan since 2012, so I would call every player I want Spurs fan. Yep. 2012. So 1990 here, which was a trivia question last Friday. I believe Cowboy X Factor got that one right. I think my favorite answer is one of our subscribers. I want to say it was Glazing Bacon. I asked who my favorite NFL player was for one of the giveaways, and he said Aaron Rodgers. And then he said, I was just trolling. I'm like, I don't know if I use a troll answer in a giveaway, but if the troll answer meant that much to you, then go for it. It's difficult for me to watch Olympics because of the lack of pride a lot of our athletes have in our country. We'll leave it at that. I would say, whenever you're representing somebody, a country or a team, you should represent them the best you can. I know, that's all I got. It's 21:20 here in the Enchanted Islands, so 9:20. So wait, you're in the same time zone as me, Carlos? I thought you were an hour ahead in Puerto Rico, so you're not. It's 9:20 where you are. I thought for sure you were an hour ahead. Did something change maybe with the clocks? We need. You know what the Spurs need? They need to get Chuck right now. They need to Chuck Norris wake up. Chuck. I did hear Doncic say that it's harder to play overseas. So I'm wondering if the FIBA referees are better than the NBA's. It's a same time zone. Okay, March. Okay. 8:20 a.m. Saturday here in Cambodia. You are 11 hours ahead of me. Wow, Dewey, that's crazy. For everybody in a different time zone, or if you're in the same time zone, here's a boop for you. This boop's for you. Boop. Start of the third coming up, and the Spurs down by 18. We're down by 18. The second quarter was awful. We've been awful in a lot of second quarters this year. The Nuggets will start off looking to extend the lead to 20. You needed that boop? Everybody could use a good boop. My clock's not going. There we go. Murray for three. Jamal Murray is just on fire tonight. Steven Ghostbirds, go to you. You can slap the ball off the rim. That is nutty. This is turning into a blowout fast. Wemby's going to drive. Out to Champagny. 5 on the shot clock. Over to Blake Wesley. Wesley will take off in the paint. Back out to Mamu. Corner 3. Step over 3, excuse me. Step to Mamu at the buzzer. Robert, it's been tough. Rich, I just don't have enough time in a day anymore. And if YouTube is going to make me choose between my girlfriend and YouTube, that's an issue. That's an easy choice. Plus, my 7 p.m., I'm exhausted and just want to chill. Bobby, I will say, and a few of you have said this on the channel, I'm very lucky, and I don't think I realize how lucky I am that I'm dating somebody that will watch the Spurs with me. Like when I'm on stream, if she's here, she's totally cool with being here as well. I don't have to choose between one or the other. I get to choose both. And that is not normal. I don't believe it's normal. I could be wrong. Yeah, this is embarrassing. But that is, I think I take that for granted. Oh, that was a 3. We're down by 23, sorry. And she's going to join me. Actually, Bobby, she's talking about joining her on-screen debut possibly for the NBA draft, which would make sense. We've been dating for over a year. I'm obviously going to be very interested in what the Spurs do in the NBA draft, but she has a huge vested interest in the NBA draft because she's a UConn fan. So she's going to probably go nuts when Stephen Castle gets drafted or Diamond Klingon, or well, probably both. She's in Portugal, Mohammed, so she is not going to be here for the last game. She is still in Portugal, which is why her dog has been with me for the last, last 10 days. And still here for another 6 days. I'm not going to lie, I'm ready to give him back, though. I am so ready to give him back. She's probably going to hear this. He's been great. He's been a good boy. But taking care of a dog 24/7, not 24/7, but you know what I mean, not my cup of tea anymore. And also not what I'm used to. When I had a pup, the 2 houses I lived in, one had a fenced-in yard, so just let him out and do his thing. And then when he's done, let him back in. And even when we moved, when I was younger with my mom, we moved to a house that had a partially fenced-in backyard, and we didn't have to put him on a leash. He just went out and would run around the backyard, do his thing, and then when he was done, I'd stand there and watch him, and then he would just come back in. He was probably that's not normal, where you don't have to worry about your dog getting away. But with him, he always, always came in with us. Very, very good dog. Down 23. They wanted to rest the. You know what? If we start seeing names that we don't know coming in, then Pop will be waving the white flag. He's not done it yet, but we're getting. Let's not forget, this is the defending NBA champions at full strength. We're a rebuilding team that's missing 2 starters. I'm trying to think who our starting lineup was. Penny, Jones, and Vassell. Sohan and Wemby. So yeah, Jeremy Sohan out for the year. Dan Vassell out for the year. 2 of our huge contributors off the bench, Kelvin Johnson and Chetty Osman out. Now Malachi Branham's out too, who was, granted, streaky to say the least, and a defensive albatross. Got a lot of minutes off the bench. I mean, this team is heavily depleted. Some of it, let's be honest, might be by choice. It's the end of the season, so they, Spurs might be, throwing the white flag in general. Carlos, it is, especially if you're not used to it, which I'm not. I'm not used to somebody relying on me to that level. City Sissoko's in the game already. Devontae Gramsci, wow, Pop made some changes. City fakes the 3, takes off into the paint. Bit of a Euro step, throws it up off the glass. Nice move! Also, Rich, me and my girlfriend are trying to get married soon, so both of us are working a lot of overtime hours to pay for our wedding and an engagement ring too. 2 massive expensive. Yeah! I mean, I don't know what the timeline is for that. For me, Bobby, I think I'm more tentative on that than my girlfriend. Probably just because of life in general. Past relationships not working and just fear of, I don't know. I think I'm more hesitant there. So something I'll have to work on. 78-55, Spurs down by 23. Sissoko with the ball. Back over to Trey Jones. Jones will take off into the paint. And throws it back out to an open Devontae Grant. He'll launch the 3, and hey, there you go, Devontae. I hate getting attached to a pet. It's emotional. It is. And he's an older dog. He's 12, and he's a big dog. And my girlfriend constantly tells me that, life expectancy for big dogs is not exactly long. Murray for 3, no good. Champagne with the rebound, so I don't want to. And now fast break. Huge dunk by City. City's looking good.
Thunder dunk of justice.
Spurs have 21 bench points. The Nuggets have 14. Our bench is actually outscoring them. My biggest concern with City was his offense, but the last 2 games in this game, he's starting to show flashes. He's showing more confidence, and he's attacking the rim, which I love. Murray takes an open 3. No good. Champagne with the rebound. Oh, James, we definitely need another A-star player. Graham for 3, no good. Ball's going to go out of bounds, and it's going to be Nuggets ball. Gesture. It could be a group family. And look, when the Spurs are getting blown out, then it just starts to be talk about whatever. So to remind you, Malik Rose, okay. Murray pull-up jumper, an air ball, and Jokic can get fouled and 1. I mean, when your team is down by 20, a foul could be on Wemby, could be on City. Don't know. That's one thing City's struggling with this game is he's getting a lot of fouls. Jokic makes it. Back to 21. Is right. Now, a quick foul on the Nuggets. Plus, I'm up at 4 a.m. every morning, Monday through Friday, so by the time dinner time rolls around, I just don't have the energy to pull myself together for another 4 hours. Just not enough time in the day. Yeah, Bobby, I get it. There's not enough time. Wemby's going to chuck a 3. Okay, he made it. I think you should don't give up on your channel. I think you should do like the analysis videos I do. I would start doing stuff like that. Entertainer Talking Sports years ago told me I should start doing those, and I'm glad I did because those videos really helped my channel grow, maybe more so than the live stuff. MPJ for 3, no good. Gordon with the putback, that is good. Do some shorts. Just If you find a way to do content while you're driving the truck, do a quick reaction video to the Red Sox winning or losing. And just do a 60, do some shorts. Alley-oop to Wemby, and wow, just barely got it, but it's good. Lakers losing by 1 to a G League team? Wow. And Jazz, you're right. That's exactly what's happening. MPJ for 3 from the corner, no good. A fight for the rebound, and it'll finally fall in the hands of Champagne, but there's a foul on Gordon. Good evening, Leo. The Lakers losing to the depleted Memphis Grizzlies? I can't see that happening. I really can't. I got to think the Lakers will pull it off in the end, Carlos. The Spurs even beat that G League team, missing half the roster. Yep. TSR Sports both stepped away, Beantown. I would say do the videos, stick with it. It may take a while to rebuild an audience. Wemby spin around, moving the paint, gets the shot, and one. The YouTube does penalize you heavily for taking time away with the algorithm. So just try to start, do daily or every other day Red Sox content maybe. And unfortunately with YouTube, for those of you that don't know, if you take time away, it can be really hard to get the views back. No updates yet on the Toronto pick. It's still top 6 protected. We don't know where Toronto's picking yet. Right now, they are the 6th worst team in the NBA. The Spurs are cut to 15. Wemby had the record for reverse dunks. The Lakers are booping right now. Well, Carlos, you will find most Spurs fans are not really fans of the Lakers and vice versa. Jamal Murray takes another 3, misses. Wemby with the board. Gets it over to Devontae Graham. Graham's going to take off back to Wemby. Wemby's going to launch a 3. Okay, I don't like all the 3s he's taken, but the last few have gone in. And Wemby is kind of fired up. He's got 26 points, 11 this quarter. Spurs only down by 12. Maybe we can third quarter to them what they did to us in the second. Aaron Gordon muscles his way in the paint. Nice job and gets the layup. Fast break for the Spurs on the other end. Champagne stops it. Spurs are fired up now.
Thunder dunk of justice.
Pound the rock and Dean. It is Jokic with the ball for the Nuggets. Throws over the Gordon, back to Jokic. Over to Murray. Murray in the paint. The little jumper is good. 14-point game. Spurs are trying to come back. Trying. Wemby with another 3. Oh my God. What is happening here? KCP for a corner 3. Nope. Wemby with a board. Wemby will bring it up for the Spurs. He's going to take another one. What the? Oh my God. What is happening here? He did hear me. What the hell? Wemby with back-to-back 3s, I believe. How many points does Wemby have now? He's got 32. He's 5 of 10 from the arc. He was 1 of 6. He's hit his last 4. Well, I'll shut up. Could we get a career high for Wemby tonight? His career high is 40. He's got 32 now, and he's right now Mr. Third Quarter. Vamos, Espuelos, vamos, to Lele Spurs. Wow. He just literally turned into a 7'4" Steph Curry over the last 2 minutes. Raymond, I hope so, because I missed his career high in that Knicks overtime win because I was in Atlantic City. I hope he gets it tonight. And this is the second and last game of the year. No more Spurs live for months. Well, they might play. I don't know if they're going to have the Summer League, if they're going to play in the Summer League. We'll have a preseason, of course. He's got 15 this quarter. He is a bad, bad man. We need to go Spurs go up here. Wemby said, if you aren't down with him taking 3s, he's got 2 words for you.
Sucker!
The Lakers are losing by 8 to the G League Grizzlies. Carlos, are LeBron and Anthony Davis both out? Or are they both playing? Because if they're both playing, wow. By the way, if you have not hit the thumbs up, what you waiting for? We'd greatly appreciate if you've been hanging out watching the stream and haven't done it yet. Minimize the chat briefly. Thumbs up is right behind there. Turn it blue. And put the live chat back up. They're playing. Jesus, good evening to you. Hope the Lakers losing this hand. Carlos, are you rooting for the Lakers to lose? Or are you rooting for the Lakers to blow it up? And I mean, look, I know you like LeBron. He is getting up there in years. Are you ready to move on from, say, LeBron and Anthony Davis and kind of start over? Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Christian. I'd like to see Wemby go for 50 tonight. Anthony Murray is actually players on the court over here. If you look to the right of your screen, the players on the court are right here. Jamal Murray just came off. Reggie Jackson checking in. But all the players that are actively on the court to the right. And Anthony Barnes with the $2 super chat says, you are at least more than a minute behind. I know, I'm always behind. They are, Bobby. They are. I'm always behind. I don't know why. I can't help it. Appreciate that. Appreciate Eric that super chatted tonight and throughout the year. And I can't wait to next year when we start doing more giveaways. I don't think they're going to be announced giveaways. And an 8-second violation by the Nuggets? But as far as giveaways, I think they're going to be unannounced. I just want to really start giving back to you guys. Starting to be some small prizes, medium prizes, big prizes. It'll be just random. But I think it'll be a lot of fun just randomly give away something, you know. Yeah. Spurs ball down by 8. They're on a 16-4 run in the last 2.5 minutes. Wemby starts to drive on Jokic. And gets it to Trey Jones. Wemby fell down, but got the pass off. And Jones gets the reverse layup. 6-point game. Spurs are playing with some energy right now. Jokic to KCP. KCP almost went over the midline. Half-court line, excuse me. Back to MPJ. MPJ drives. Forces a jumper. At the buzzer. In and out. Spurs ball. And they turn it over. Try to get it to Devontae Graham and a little too fast there. Well, Mike Smith, good evening to you. I'm always going to be a Lakers fan thanks to Kobe, not LeBron. Oh, I did not know that. Daniel, good evening to you. Kelly, maybe? He does have one block shot tonight. Jokic one-on-one with Wemby right now. Jokic, obviously the bigger player. Kicks it out for 3. And KCP will miss the 3. Wemby with the rebound. 87-81. 4 minutes to go. The Spurs were down by as much as 3 in this quarter? Wemby's going to drive. 2 big steps. Tries to get it to Mamu and turns it over. Nice behind-the-back pass by Jokic to Gordon. Gordon with the jumper in the paint. Good. Wow, what a pass by Jokic. Wemby's a -5. Did he jump move? Well, nobody's perfect. Wemby's going to take another 3. Front rim, no good. And the Nuggets try to go fast break down the other end, and that's going to be a turnover. I mean, Jokic is it safe to say, the best passing big man in the league right now? Oh, Justin, I would love to have a... Chet Holmgren's benefiting greatly from SGA. Wemby's going to get a break. We'll need him for the fourth quarter. 89-81. Nuggets in 4. For what, Jess, Gia? For the NBA Finals? What are we talking about? Trey Jones with the ball. Gets it into Mamu. Over to Zach Collins. Out to a wide open Duke for 3. Duke Jr. getting some playing time and hits a 3. Dookie. And you will not hear me say his whole name. No disrespect, but he's got an awful name, and that's all I'll say. So Duke Jr., all he'll be, or Dookie. I call him Dookie, not as in poop, by the way, just Dookie. Jokic with the ball, one-on-one with Zach Collins, gets double teamed to get it out to Brown. Brown's going to take off in the paint. Jumper, good, nice spin and move. 7-point game. Was he, Rico? I didn't realize that. Nuggets, Lakers first round. Yes, I think the Nuggets would sweep them again. If the Lakers even make it past the play-in. Collins open for 3. Nope. I'm sorry, I always grimace whenever Zach Collins takes a 3. Love Dookie Bookie. Jokic one-on-one with Zach Collins. That is a huge mismatch. Jokic in the paint. Almost loses the ball. Tosses it out. 3-point attempt. Justin Holiday. That one hurt. Back to 10. Big shot by Justin Holiday. Spurs almost turn the ball over. Nice hustle by Umamu to pick the ball up off the floor and gets the layup. Come on, Spurs is right. They're fighting hard tonight. Wait, 85-94. I put one too many points on the clock? Okay. Didn't we have 84? Did I screw up? Did we lose a 3? I don't know what Reggie Jackson was just doing. He just ran into paint and threw up a soft ball, and it's Spurs ball. Champagnie will drive in the paint, and Julian! Timeout, Nuggets. Where's this Julian been all year? He's attacking the rim and throwing it down. I love seeing him with that, going after it.
Dunk of justice.
I mean, Champagnie can regularly... If you guys remember, up until about 2 weeks ago, Champagnie was regularly getting blocked by the rim on dunk attempts. Now he's finishing strong. I don't know what happened. Maybe he got some, the pump shoes, and or maybe he's wearing some lifts. I don't know what changed in the last couple of weeks, but he's now finishing strong at the rim, and I love it. Julian to slam dunk next season confirmed. What? These guys are fighting hard tonight with a massively depleted roster, incredibly young team. I mean, we're the youngest team in the NBA, and staying with the defending NBA champs. Pump shoes for the win. You guys remember talking about that? I don't remember who made those. Was it Reebok or Nike or Jedi? Good evening to you. Spurs are not throwing in the towel. Dewey, the Spurs are back in the game. In the third quarter, they've outscored the Nuggets 37-26. And Wemby's going to check back in the third quarter. Wemby with 32 points. Keep an eye out, my friends. His career high is 40. Reebok was the pumps. Was it Machine 78? Wow. I think I may have said Reebok, but for some reason, it's not registering. And now a foul on Blake Wesley. Minute and a half to go, 94-87. Neither team in the bonus. Referees have been calling a few less. How you doing? And the announcer's saying that was a bad call. Jokic with the ball. We'll pass it out to Brown. Back to Jokic. 1-on-1 with Wemby. Gets double teamed. And Nuggets still with the ball. That jumper by Watson in the paint is no good. Devontae Graham will bring it. A foul on somebody. Denver? On the Spurs? I don't know what just happened. Jokic is going the line. Where was the flop? Who flopped? Mamu for a flop. I didn't even see him fall down. I'm totally confused on what happened. I mean, I know what happened. Wemby with the ball right now for the Spurs, down by 8. Under a minute to go. Gets it to Blake Wesley in the paint. Wesley back out to Devontae Graham. Graham would have passed to Mamu in the paint. Mamu will turn the ball over. A lot of traffic in there. Holiday will drive baseline. Reverse layup. Good. Back to 10. Rico, I didn't see it at all. I'd like to see a replay of it, but I don't think we're going to get it. Out to Graham. Into Dookie. Out to Wemby. Wemby 1-on-1 with Jokic. 10 on the shot clock. Is he going to take a 3? Yep. I was way off. Might be getting a little tired. 97-87. He's missed his last 2, and that one was a bad miss. Under 10 seconds to go. Denver ball. Jackson going to drive in the paint. We'll kick it out to Brown for three. That's not what we want to see. Nuggets wore down by up as much as 7 late in the third quarter, but went on a bit of a run and got the lead back up to 13. This is a pretty much a must-win game for the Nuggets, I believe. For the Spurs, they have nothing to play for, but they are fighting hard tonight, and that's all we can ask, is that, don't roll over, fight hard, and they're fighting tonight. About 12 minutes left, and anything is possible, my friend. Anything is possible. We are at 104 thumbs up. Can we get to 150? I feel like 150 should be the goal tonight. We didn't get to 150 in the last stream, but we should have enough people tonight. If you haven't hit the thumbs up, working hard here. I've been working hard all season. We've called almost 80 Spurs games for the regular season. We called all of the Summer League. We called all of the preseason. We'll be here live. It's Sunday for the last game of the year, but also live for tonight's game, the second to last. So if not a thumbs up for me, a thumbs up for the Booper. Boop. Why not? I don't know. Go, Spurs, go! Go, Spurs, go! Selena, how you doing tonight? When you're ready, come and get it. That awful cover song, by the way, is yours truly. TSR Sports singing and playing all the instruments that you just heard. NBA record, Memphis player got 6 fouls in 3 quarters? What? $12 pay, $1,700 if Murray gets to 30. I can't. I'm not a gambler. Yes, Toby, the turnovers are a huge problem with this team. Absolutely. We don't have the talent, Anthony, not yet. Soon. We'll have more talent from the draft. I don't think the Spurs are going to make any big moves in the offseason. I'll certainly cover if they do. I guess I'll cover if they don't as well. I'll tell you what. You know who's got 6 fouls in 1 quarter? Former San Antonio Spur legend Quindary Witherspoon. In garbage time, he got 6 fouls in about 10 minutes. Hence, therefore, ergo, earn the nickname on this channel from yours truly, Garbage Time Q. Yes, Machine 78, that is me. That is TSR. If you're ready, come and get it. Na. Yeah. If you're ready, I don't know how far I go into that, but that is a song I did. I would put it up on the channel, but it's not sports related, so it's not here. But that is definitely me. Yeah, that's me. Every time I play that clip, that is TSR singing that. I generally sing in a more harsher, lower voice. I will have a new song up on this channel, hopefully in a week. It's a very heavy song. It's very catchy, but heavy. Wemby turn around in the paint, jumper bounces off the rim, no good. Sissoko with the offensive board. And you get out to Trey Jones, open corner 3. All right, nice job, Trey. 10-point game. I did upload it today, but it immediately got copyright claimed. And I said earlier, like I said earlier in the channel, I don't want one of my music videos to be copyright claimed. That's a song that I wrote and performed. I don't want any type of copyright claim attached to it, so I'll have to redo the video. That jumper's good. Get rid of Zach and Trey. Wow. And alley to Wemmy's off. That's a turnover for the Spurs. And what do we have, like 16 turnovers now? Maybe more than that. And City with a foul. He's got either 4 or 5 now. Yeah, JBG, I busted out my guitar the other night during the Thunder. So, for those of you that you might not have looked at the front page of the channel, if you go to the channel page, there's the San Antonio Spurs playlist. There's 2 of them, the New York Giants playlist. There's a TSR music playlist right underneath that. And there's a few Spurs songs, a few Giants songs, a Kristen Press I Love You song. Don't ask. And I have like a fight song coming for like the UFC or Bellator, whatever your taste may be. And I really like how the song came out. But I'm struggling on the music video end of it now. Wemby with a bad turnover, fast break, and an easy, Peyton Watson reverse dunk. How many turnovers we got now? Besides too many? Way too many? We're going to trade this tray for the other tray. Wemby with the ball right now, 10.5 minutes to go. Spurs down by 14, and he's going to get fouled. Wemby at 6 turnovers. Go, yes. I said that earlier in the stream. Sometime in the last quarter, Jokic the best passing big man. Wemby can get there. He's not there yet. It's obviously Jokic, no doubt. How about more cowbell, Adrian? Since I also play the drums. Spurs ball. Get it into Wemby. Wemby takes the shot. Just off. The shot clock was expiring. It was a good shot. It just didn't go in for him. Brown, open corner 3. Dang. Right, just like that. We're down by 17. 14 turnovers for the Spurs. Only 14, Carlos? It feels like a lot more than that. Wemby with the ball again. Drives in the paint. And there's another foul. Gabriel, Zach definitely has his detractors. Wemby's going to check out. And speaking of which, Zach Collins coming right now. Homer with the 22. Homer, you've been sticking with that all year. Props to you. You've been consistent with that. 107-90 in the Spurs. Game slowly fading away again. Trey Jones driving the paint, misses the shot. Zach Collins catches a loose ball. They get to Mamu. Mamu's going to drive in the paint. Off-balance jumper. No good. Zach Collins with a putback, and he'll throw it down and 1. All right.
Thunder dunk of justice.
Lakers are winning by 1 now versus the G League Grizzlies. Okay. I can't see the Lakers losing to that team. I just can't. That would be a huge embarrassment, and I got to think AD and LeBron are going to will that team to a win. Collins at the line, and his free throw is good. 14-point game. So bottom 3 is confirmed. Detroit, Washington, Charlotte. Raptors confirmed to finish bottom 6, and people said this draft is weak. Anthony, if the Spurs get it closer, he will. If the Nuggets keep extending the lead, then he won't. Yes, Megan, that is yes, Carl, that's a fact. Megan, not a fan of the Lakers. Collins with a huge block in the paint. No. Spurs on the run. Graham flies in the paint. A reverse layup. That's the best shot you can come up with. Spurs get the ball back. Michael Jordan, you are not Devontae Graham. Jordan hit one of those, they get into Collins, and he's going to get blocked in the paint. Collins flies for the loose ball. Champagne in the paint. He goes to stuff it and gets fouled. And the Nuggets are going to hit a tee. Somebody just spiked the ball from the Nuggets, and that's going to be a tee. No, JBG, Wemby will never be turnover create his height. No, never. And with as much as the ball goes through his hands, no. Definitely not. You know what? Let's put a goes first goes up. We haven't had one in a while. Thank you, Coyote. 1-7-93. Excuse me. Trey Jones at the line to shoot the team. Missed it. Champagne at the line for 2. Marquis are usually at 85% plus. And yes, I am tired, Andrew. I am actually quite tired. Peyton Watson was the player here with that tee, by the way. And hi to you, Andrew. Buscemi. Buscemi? Excuse me. Buscemi. Wow. First free throw is good. By the Champagne. DeJounte sounds like he wants to come back. I mean, if we can get DeJounte back for less than what we gave the Hawks, I don't know if I'd be opposed to it, but I don't like the way DeJounte left the team either. And a lot of people don't like that. So, yeah, pass. That 3 is no good by Reggie Jackson. Spurs, well, down by 12. Spurs are in the bonus already with 8.5 minutes to go. Collins to Trey Jones. Jones over to Mamu. 10 on the shot clock. Back to Trey. Trey getting double teamed right now. Breaks the double team. Throws up the layup. No good. Mamu with the follow-up. No good. And it's Nuggets ball. Denver on the run. Driving to the paint. And that's a missed shot by Peyton Watson. Wanted the foul. Not going to get it. They get the ball back into Zach Collins in the post, turn around, and gets fouled in the paint. It's right fight. The French last name. Okay, thank you, Andrew. Would you guys welcome DJ back if we traded less than the Hawks gave up? Like a first-round pick and a second-round pick and, I don't know, Devontae Graham? No, I don't think Derek fits our timeline anymore either, Raymond. He's under contract with the Celtics next year. He'll then be 31. So if we could get him on a good deal, he would be and would be okay with coming off the bench because he would not be a starter for us. I would hope we'd have our starting lineup set after this draft and the next draft and any type of free agency or trades. Spurs cut the lead to 10. I welcome back Manu Ginobili. And an offensive foul on the Nuggets. Spurs ball. Christian Brown just threw down Dookie Jr. Spurs on a 7-0 run in the last minute and 38 seconds. It's in San Antonio, Homer. So you're telling me there's a chance. Murray needs points now. Hey, this is why I don't want to ever gamble on sports. Besides, gambling can also be a bad addiction and people can get themselves in serious financial trouble. Yes, you can make a lot of money off of it. You can also lose a lot of money off of it. Mama's going to fake the three, take off, get into the paint, Euro stepping. Was that a dunk? I don't know. It looked like a little mini baby dunk. I'll give him credit for a thunder dunk.
Thunder dunk of justice.
9-0 run by the Spurs to cut the lead to 8. Jokic, and that's without Wemby, by the way. Christian Brown gets in it to Jokic. Jokic one-on-one against Zach Collins, backs him up into the paint, backs him up, kicks it up. Nope. I thought Murray was going to take the three. Murray now at the fadeaway with the clock expiring. Of course he hits the buzzer beater with the shot clock expiring. JBG, I think he's probably going to come in around the 6-minute mark. I was hoping he would get to 40 points or more than 40. Trey Jones with the runner in the paint is an air ball. Not the shot we were looking for there. Jokic, no look, kicks it out for three. That three is no good by Peyton Watson. Spurs ball. Trey Jones will bring it up for San Antonio. Over to Champagnie. Champagnie launches the three. 7-point game. The baby dunk of justice. It's boop. Wemby's ready to check in, by the way. Julian Champagnie with 14 points tonight. He's been playing pretty well the last couple of weeks. I still don't like him as a starter on this team, but as a valuable player off the bench, sure. MPJ with a miss in the paint. It's Spurs ball. This game's getting interesting. Good evening, student of the Savior. SOS for short. 14 on the shot clock. Trey. Screen with Zach Collins. Collins out to Mamu. Mamu fakes the three. Takes off into the paint. Layup. Good. Timeout Denver. 5-point game. G League champion Champagnie activated. Exactly. And Scottie Pippen Jr. is on the Grizzlies. Calvin with the Let's Go Spurs. All right, Calvin. I don't hear you say that often, but I get it in this game. I get it. I don't think Zach Edey fits what we're trying to do, David. I don't think those old school type of centers, him, Kling Kong, I don't think that's... Wemby has played much better at the 5 than he did at the 4. I say keep Wemby at the 5. I think they should get a player like Zachary Sachet, or they might look at, I've seen some mock drafts, Rob Dillingham, Reed Shepard, Stephen Castle. It's going to be a guard, or it's going to be I don't know if Castle is going to play the 1, though, so isn't he more of a 2? He is a 2. Tristan Newton's the point guard for UConn. Remember that, Miss TSR. I can see the Spurs drafting a 1 or a 4/3. Either keep Soin at power forward, probably a 3. I mean, I like the way Champagnie's been playing. He's not a starter, so I could see a 1 or 3 seem to be the biggest needs. Wemby at the 5, Soin at the 4, Vassell at the 2. Going to be a 1 or 3. I don't see them drafting a center. I just not like that. I know a lot of you said Alexander Sarr. I guess if he's available where we draft, if we were to draft, let's say, third overall, then maybe they move Wemby to the 4, but I think they're going to get more of a floor spacer. Probably taking a Kentucky guard. A lot of people are saying that. Sarr is a 4, but always play. I have heard Sarr is starting to show some playmaking abilities and shooting come around a little bit lately. So we'll see on that. Franklin, good evening to you. Jonas French puts Detroit Pistons as in the worst team in the NBA. Wemby at 4 is a disaster. His stats will drastically go down. He's good at the 5. He'll get stronger in the offseason. It's only his first year. Yes. I think I'd write him at the 5. I think Zach could fit if we draft a Bruiser athletic center who could shoot, or Zach needs to increase his percentage. I don't think Zach should be in the starting lineup either way. Point Wemby. I talked about Point Wemby as a joke on this channel at times. I mean, the offense didn't go through him, but I think a point guard that can hit the 3 would complement much better. Wemby at 4 is an 8. Oh, was Wemby at 4 the whole 18-game losing streak mark? Was Zach Collins starting that whole time? And there you go. I mean, the team is not a playoff team or even a play-in team, but their record certainly has been much better with Trey Jones in the starting lineup and Wemby playing the 5. It's Nuggets ball, and they're only up by 5, speaking of 5. Jamal Murray with it out, 3-point guarded by Trey Jones. Murray gets to the free throw line, launches the jumper. Good. And Wemby has checked back in. Players on the court for the Spurs are right over there. Pop running 2-point guards again. Trey Jones and Devontae Graham. Mamu out in 3-point lane, drops it off to Devontae. He's open. No, he thought he was going to take the 3. Gets into Mamu instead. Mamu takes the runner. No good. Wemby with the putback. No good. Wemby with another. Wemby throws it down in that one. Another putback.
Underdog of Justice.
And 1? Oh, snap. I don't realize that was an and 1. Wemby with 34. His career high is 40. I would absolutely love for Wemby to get a career high tonight on the second and last game of the season. I missed his career high previously against the Knicks. That was in Atlantic City. Yes, even if he gets like 41 or 42 tonight, that's not going to be his career high, but his rookie season career high, I'd like to call. Spurs can cut the lead to 4, and Wemby missed the free throw. Shoot. Yes, baby dunk of justices, for sure. We do, Muhammad, but how many of them are like good options? Murray for 3. Short. Trey Jones with the rebound. We'll toss it up to Champagnie. And Champagnie getting it to Wemby. Back to Champagnie. Champagnie drives baseline, gets it out to Mamu. And they'll get it back to Devont. Offensive foul on Mamu. Andrew, my girlfriend's still out of the country. So I'm going to go to a comic book show in the morning. I want to play Commander, Magic the Gathering in the afternoon with a buddy. And then tomorrow night's UFC 300. So very busy tomorrow. Sunday, I have nothing planned, really. 17 turnovers for the Spurs, Nuggets 6. Sunday, I might just work on the music video. I got the Spurs game Sunday. And now Murray's fouled and 1. The bad sequence for the Spurs. No, Mr. Fourth Quarter, Wemby should not be missing free throws. Lazy Jones, Ghost First go to you. Megan, Ghost First to you. And Ghost First go to everybody. Wemby is playing in the Olympics this summer in France. Yes. I probably won't call any of that due to the time difference, and I just won't be as interested. I'll probably watch highlights. There is some voodoo stuff, Humgo. Thank you all for being here. By the way, if you haven't subscribed to the channel as well, if you're a Spurs fan, I'm a huge Spurs fan, Giants fan, and Yankees fan. Cover the Spurs a ton on the channel. Some of you say I cover the Spurs more than anybody else on YouTube. I don't know about that. Mom over 3. As far as live streams, though, I think this channel we probably cover the Spurs more than anybody else. There aren't, I think, too many active YouTubers that cover every Spurs game or almost every Spurs game. You're welcome, Homer. 114-109. And ball's going to go out of bounds. They'll stay with Denver with 4:05 to go. I'm at only 128 likes, Machine 78. I can't believe we haven't gotten to 150 yet. We got over 300 people watching, but only 134 likes. The math ain't mathing. Where's the thumbs up, my friends? Show. If you're a Spurs fan, you haven't hit the thumbs up for a fellow Spurs fan of over 30 years. Then, then I guess that means you haven't hit the thumbs up yet. Spurs ball, Murray with the layup in the paint, and they are down by 7, but it's still a very winnable game. Devontae Graham flies in the paint, throws up the layup, no good, and he's fouling on the line for 2. Hamgo, I don't know any French. I'm not 64 hours behind or something. Good, you're a normal duck. Kevin, that's Selena Gomez. High ball IQ. Wemby, Mamu, Champagne, Vassell. Referees poop, agree. Thumbs up, not showing up on YouTube for you? All right, so if you can't see the thumbs up, the live chat covers up the thumbs up. Martin misses the first free throw. You have to minimize the live chat, and then you can see the thumbs up. You can spike that if you're watching on your phone, and then bring the live chat back up again. You just have to minimize it for a second. Come on, for real, we look better because Wemby is playing. When Wemby's in, the team is better on offense and defense. When Wemby's out, this team is atrocious. We saw that against the Thunder. Defense chance out in San Antonio. Jamal Murray with the ball, gets into Jokic. Jokic to the runner in the paint. Rattles around and in. 8-point game. Helen, the free throws are hurting us a little bit. Kevin, Jokic he's been Jokic. What can I say? Trey Jones drives in the paint. Reverse layup. Good. 6-point game. We always look better because of Wemby, Hurricane Megan. Even when he's struggling, just his presence, his aura on the court changes the game. A little over 3 minutes ago, Trey Jones had put up his stats, 12 points and 9 assists tonight. Jokic runs into Wemby, offensive foul. Jokic just runs him over. Yep, that's an offensive foul. Jokic trying to say he was in the circle. He wasn't. And we have timeout. 118-112. This has been a crazy game if you're just coming in. The Spurs were up by 1 after the first quarter, and then the Nuggets just absolutely decimated us in the second quarter. We're starting to beat on the Spurs at the start of the third, and the Spurs were down by as much as, I think, 23. It looked like the game was over. And then all of a sudden they dug deep. Wemby went on a huge run, hit 4 3-pointers in a row. And next thing you know, the Spurs are back in the game. Well, Denver's a much better team than ours. We can't. But I'm a diehard Spurs fan. Love the team. This is apples and oranges. You've got the defending NBA champions over here. Locked, cocked, and ready to rock. Everybody's good to go. Murray, KCP, Porter Jr., Gordon, Jokic in the bench. They're fully loaded in here. You got the youngest team in the NBA missing 2 of their starters, 3 of their bench players to get the most minutes, down 5 guys. You got players like Mama Kelly starting. You got players that normally don't get heavy minutes at all of a sudden getting heavy minutes. And where this is good if you're a Spurs fan is they're coming together and learning how to play team ball. They're learning how to win and compete. Even if they don't win this game, we played multiple G Leaguers tonight. City Sissoko just came up from the G League. David Duke Jr. just came up from the G League, and they're competing with the NBA champions who have something to play for. This is not a throwaway game for Denver. So no matter what happens, first and foremost, good game, Nuggets fans, if you're any NBA in here. But second of all, be proud of the Spurs team competing at the end of the season. And yes, I know the game against the Thunder was an albatross. It was a disaster. It was a train wreck. Wemby did not play. And this team needs somebody else to, latch onto when they're struggling like they did against the Thunder. Right now, Wemby's that only player. Vassell at times. If we can get a top 3 or 4 pick in this draft and they pan out to be a legit starter alongside Wemby, maybe even an all-star, then this team's going to be very good for many years to come. I just don't know who that guy is with this draft. There's no immediate, you look and you go, that's the guy that can help the Spurs. Like last season, it was very obvious to everyone when the Spurs got the number 1 overall pick, Victor Wembanyama was going to be that guy. Right now, in this draft, I don't know. Who's injured? Jokic with 5 fouls? Oh, Muhammad, I didn't realize that was his 5th foul. It's better to lose this game for draft purposes, but as hard as they're playing tonight, how can you as a Spurs fan, I know with the draft, how can you root for our guys to lose? I'm not saying any of you guys are, but I would not wish this on our guys the way they're fighting tonight. Spurs are still in the bonus. If you didn't know, Nuggets are not. It is Spurs ball at the moment. Wemby with the ball, going to drive in the paint. Little jumper is off the back rim. No good. Champagny with the rebound. Out to Graham for three. 3-point game. What a game. Huge three by Devontae Graham. Defense chance out. Jamal Murray has been very good tonight. He has the ball right now for the Nuggets. Pull up from the elbow. Back rim, no good. Trey Jones with the rebound. Jones sprinting up the court. We'll get it out to Graham for another three. Ah, no good. Ball goes right into the hands of KCP. 2 minutes to go. 3-point game still. Jokic at the free throw line. 1-on-1 with Wemby. Spins around, gets by him. And it's blocked. Blocked by Wemby. No. Oh, my. Atlanta down the other end. Trey Jones layup. Good. 1-point game. The crowd is going nuts as they should. Murray out, 3-point land, guarded by Champagny. Will get it to Jokic, back to Murray. Murray in the paint, back to Jokic. Jokic with the jumper, off the rim, no good. The putback is good. I don't know if that was Gordon or Jokic with the tip in, just the tip. Minute and a half to go, 3-point game. You'll get the ball into Wemby, guarded by Gordon. Out to Mamu, back to Wemby. Jokic sagging off, looking to maybe double team, and Spurs turn the ball over. Let me try to force a pass. Well, try to get the pass to Mamu. Mamu, I don't know if was ready for it. Whatever it was, that's another turnover for Wemby. I think that's like number 6 or 7. The biggest flaw of the game, the turnovers. Well, the Spurs as a team suck with turnovers. Jokic drives in the paint, gets it to Gordon. I'm sorry, MPJ. MPJ misses at the rim. Ball's going to go out of bounds. Timberball. Leonardo, a lot of guys are playing well. You're buying a shirt that will say that? Will say what? Blocked by Wemby? 58 seconds to go. 121-17. Both teams. No, actually, Nuggets are not in the bonus yet. I stand corrected. MPJ, corner three. No good. A fight for the board. Julian Champagny with the defensive rebound. I'm so excited I can't talk. Spurs can 2 for 1. Wemby with the ball. Back out to Devontae Graham. Graham will take off in the paint. Layup. 1-point game. Butterfly, good evening. You've missed a hell of a game. Or a hell of a chat. I don't know. There's about 6.5 seconds difference between the shot clock and the game clock. It is Nuggets ball. Jamal Murray standing on the Spurs logo. 6 on the shot clock. Starts to drive into the paint. Gets it Jokic. Jokic pull-up jumper at the free throw line is short. And the Nuggets get the... No, Spurs have the ball. Spurs have the ball. They get it to Graham. Graham's runner. Nuggets take it. 0.9 to go. Devontae Graham in the paint. Oh, my goodness. I'm trying not to get the ball. My mic out. I was scared to dunk. Oh my gosh, the Spurs have taken the lead. It looked like the Nuggets got the offensive rebound, and then Trey Jones scored it out with the ball, got it up to Devontae Graham, and Graham finished with the runner in the paint. There's 1 second to go. Thank you, Ron. No spoilers in the chat, please. I'm going to have to cover up the chat here in a second. Trey Jones came out of there with the rebound, gets it up to Devontae Graham. Graham drives in the paint, throws it up with the off-balance jumper, and it's good. And the Spurs are up by 1. This team was down by as much as 23 in the third quarter, I think. 20, 21, whatever it was. It was a lot. And now our guys are up by 1. Spurs fans, if you're new to the channel and you have not hit the thumbs up or the subscribe, what you waiting for? We have an awesome San Antonio Spurs community. We go live for almost every single game. This will be... when we call the Pistons game Sunday, yes, we're calling the Pistons game. That'll be the 77th regular season game we did. We missed a couple because of blackout restrictions. Covered all the Summer League, all the preseason. Love talking Spurs here, so if you'd like to join our community, hit the subscribe. Would love to have you be part of it. Always curious on everybody's takes on upcoming trades, draft picks, whether we agree or disagree. There's one thing we'll always agree on. This right here. And the Spurs, the depleted Spurs team, heavily depleted Spurs team, has a chance to beat the defending NBA champions at full strength, who are really trying to win this game because they need it for seeding. If they lose, I believe they're tied with the Thunder and Timberwolves maybe for best record. And the Spurs, I believe, beat the Nuggets last year too. Granted, only one game out of probably played, 4 times, but still. They just confirmed that the Spurs' biggest deficit was 23, and we're still in a timeout. So that's why I'm looking away from the chat. I just don't want to get any spoilers. And what a game was right, Jorge. Jokic has only taken 10 shots the entire game? Wow. All right. 1 second to go. You got to think Jokic is going to be the person to get the shot. The Nuggets are not in the bonus. Only 2 fouls on the Spurs. They're going to take it into half court. 0.9 seconds to go. Here we go. A timeout. Pop's call a timeout. And not here we go. This is intense. This is if the Spurs hold on to this would probably be, would this go down as their biggest win in the season? I think the Thunder game, the Timberwolves game early this year was huge, but man, King, they do have the dog in them. Brinson, winning ugly, still winning. Thank you, Homer, for sticking with it. Piccolo, thank you for stopping in. I know there's going to be the small part of the fan base that's going to be very unhappy if the Spurs win this game. I'm proud of our guys fighting like heck tonight. No matter what happens to the Nuggets fans, good game. But to see our guys go out there missing so many players and really have nothing to play for. They really don't. Denver has everything to play for. The Spurs could have easily tanked this game. They could have sat Wemby. And they're fighting tonight. And the Nuggets have 1 second to try to put the bucket in. Put the ball in the bucket. The Spurs are 1 player away for the moment. Jokic was only 10 shots when he put up 42 on the road. Wow, that is crazy. All right. Denver ball. Denver has 1 timeout. The Spurs are out of timeouts. Murray with the inbound. Having trouble getting it in. They turned it over! They turned it over! They couldn't get the ball in! That's it! They couldn't get the ball in! Are you kidding me? A 5-second violation? The Spurs have beat the defending NBA champions, one of the best teams in the NBA, with one of the best players in the NBA, missing half the roster. And our guys fought hard tonight and put on a hell of a show for the home crowd. What a game for sure. Isabel, I'm speechless. Our guys fought like nobody's business. Devontae Graham with the game winner. He's getting all sorts of... You know what? Congratulations to Devontae Graham. Seriously. He's gotten so little playing time this year. He's been riding the pine, been a garbage time player. I'm not calling him a garbage time player, but he's been in garbage time situations pretty much all year. And he's finally getting a chance to play, and he gets one of the biggest shots of the year for the Spurs. How does it feel? Look at all the smiles on our guys. I don't know how, if you're a Spurs fan, I don't know you can root for our guys to lose a game like this. They are so happy. I know it might affect their draft position. This is not tanking for Wemby. This is not, we did tank for Wemby last year, not tank with Wemby this year. I'm happy for our guys. And by the way, 21st win. This team is now no longer associated as being the worst Spurs team of all time. The worst team is 20-62. This is the 21st win, Spurs fans. They cannot be the worst Spurs team of all time. Steven with the $10 super chat says, amazing, go Spurs go. We got the 200 likes. Awesome. Lance, I'm hoping we just get lucky with the balls again and get the number one overall pick. Because really, there's no set number one guy. We talked about it earlier. These draft boards have been changing on a weekly basis. So I don't know who the Spurs are going to draft. But I got to put it up again. What a fantastic game. This did feel good. One game left against Detroit Pistons. I will be live for that. I know that's not going to be anywhere. It could be a good game. I don't know. Let's get into the final game stats. And if you're on your way out, please hit the thumbs up on the way out. It does still help the channel. About a thumbs up for an awesome Spurs win tonight.
Go Spurs, go! Go Spurs, go!
Okay, we'll get the Denver Nuggets first. I don't have them up. Box score, sorry. All right, for Denver, Gordon finished with 13. He hit all 6 of his shots, 6 of 6 from the field. Nice. Porter Jr. with 14. Jokic with 22. Jokic was 9 of 13. I'm surprised he wasn't shooting more. Had 12 boards. I'm sorry, Jokic with 22 points, 6 boards, 12 assists. Wow. Murray with 35. Jamal Murray was just going nuts tonight. KCP with 5 off the bench. Nanji with 0. Watson with 6. Holiday with 8. Jackson with 6. And Brown with 11. They only turned the ball over 6 times. The Spurs turned over 18. Yet we still won. And actually, the Spurs were shooting worse at the break from beyond the arc. Spurs finished 46% from beyond the arc tonight, 15 of 33. Not too shabby. Missed a lot of free throws. We were 16 of 23. That's only 70%. The Nuggets took only 10 free throws. We took more than twice as many. So, yay. For our San Antonio Spurs, Mamu with 21 points and 12 rebounds. And I'll tell you, Mamu's not under contract last year. He's been showing some, him and Wemby showing some rapport for how little they played together this year. Mamu might be a player the Spurs really want to consider keeping around next season. Champagnie, I've been critical of him all year, but he's been playing much better as of late. 14 points, 5 boards, 2 assists on 4 or 5 shooting. Sure, he didn't shoot a lot, but he's playing much better the last few weeks. Victor Wembanyama with 34 points, 12 rebounds, 5 assists, a steal and 2 blocks. Yes, he had the 7 turnovers. He's going to get better at that. He will. The struggle's real on that. Trey Jones with 14 points and 10 assists. Blake Wesley with 2 points and 4 assists. Didn't really do much with the start, but didn't really play terrible either. Off the bench, Collins with 15. Graham with 11, including the game winner. Duke with 2. And City Sissoko. I'm excited about City. He had some foul trouble tonight. 5 fouls in 17 minutes, but 8 points, 3 boards, 4 or 5 from the field. His only miss was the 1 3-pointer he missed, showing us a great ability to finish at the rim. It's a guy to keep an eye on. He didn't play much this year, but he's, the last 2 games plus tonight, has been contributing. Maybe the last 3 games of tonight. So keep an eye on City going into the offseason, into next season. I'm excited to see what the future brings with him. I see I missed Super Chats, and let me get that back up. We'll talk a little bit here about the big game, and then we'll call it a night. I might have missed 2 Super Chats. All right, I got the Steven Super Chat, okay. Anthony, thank you very much. $2 Super Chat says personal 2-game winning streak. So the last 2 times I'm guessing you've seen the Spurs, they've won. Awesome. I think there's another one there. Yes, Carlos Jeter with a $3 Super Chat says, go Spurs, go. Vamos Spurs, vamos. Thanks, Rich. You're welcome, Carlos. Thank you all. This was an incredible win. E-Buck, thank you for stopping in. Breeda, good evening to you. This might be one of my bucket announcements. Did I get that right? Thank you. This was probably, don't sub to me, great channel name. This was probably, Veronica, we did give him the Chuck Norris. Waba Jack, yes, it's going to be an awesome next season. I can't wait. I'm excited, as I should be. This is our 5th year calling the Spurs. The Spurs have only been a losing team on this channel. But I think sooner than later, that's going to flip a switch, and we're going to see the Spurs be a winning team again. And Suck it, AG. That's what you get for trying to stare out Wemby tonight. This was an absolutely incredible win. And Pop smiling, a 21st win in the season, not the worst Spurs team of all time. And no matter what happens Sunday, although I do think we're probably going to beat the Pistons because the Pistons are terrible. Ballistic, this was a needed game for the Nuggets. This was a needed game. Tris Mitz, thank you for stopping in. They were absolutely trying to win this game. They needed this game. The Nuggets needed this. The Nuggets came in at full strength. And we were down 2 starters in Devin Vassell and Jeremy Sohan, out key bench players in Keldon Johnson, Chetty Osman, and Malachi Branham. Say what you about Malachi's porous defense. He's still a big contributor. And other guys stepped up tonight. And I'm proud of this game. Got to solve the game to Pistons. Let them win. You know what? They might sit Wemby Sunday. I'll still be live for the final game of the year. Hopefully still stop in the chat. But I wouldn't be shocked if they sit Wemby after a huge win like this and just play some guys that normally don't get playing time. More City Sissoko, more Raekwon Gray, more of those type of players. And what a win tonight. I am so happy for our guys. And if you guys get the thumbs up on the way out, I greatly appreciate it. If you're a Spurs fan, you're not subscribed, we have an awesome Spurs community. We'd love to have you join it. And that's all I got. So on behalf of Bear Who's Sleeping, Headman Grogu, Baby Coyote, Selena, and myself, Rich, what you gonna do when TSR Sports runs wild on you? Go Spurs!